Start when you're right before your first match. Don't forget to mark in when it starts. But go on the air now. On the air.
I am on air.
Big graphic in.
Stay on the floor. Stay there.
Now I need to listen to it every one of these to make sure we're on. Cameras don't roll until action starts. Pass the word. Cameras don't roll till action starts. Gary, you're fine.
Wrestling Hall of Fame that built wrestling in the state of Oregon. As I call their names, they are Wrestling Hall of Fame members. I would like them to step out and raise their hands. Mr. Keith Bassam, Mr. Pat Ball, Mr. Bob Lazar, Mr. Ron Calhoun, Dr. Mike Clark, Mr. Kurt Davis, Mr. Jerry
Are we going to use the mark-in, Bob?
Mr. Ray
When we begin.
Yeah.
When we begin.
Mr.
Check if
Ron
everybody's on.
Guthrie,
Check, make sure everybody's on air. We should be on right now.
Mr. Jim Gadbury, Mr. Marlon Braun,
Yes.
Mr. Gary Head, Mr. Chuck Holliday, Mr. John Horn,
But don't do it till we start.
No.
Right.
And then at the end of the night, stop.
Mickey Hurley,
So that'll be their time code mark. So it'll be.
Mr. Gordon Jarman. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Ginger Lyle, Mr. Frank Lucas, Mr. Mas Miyake, Mr. Jay Miller, Mr. Burl Miller, Mr. Vern Olson, Mr. Jim Phillips, Mr. Tom Phillips,
Pass the word. 5A's not on. Tell them to
Mr.
go on the air.
Roy Pittman,
5A needs to go on air.
Mr. Pete Russo,
He
Mr.
went on about 30
Tony
seconds
Russo,
ago.
Okay, 4A's
Mr.
on.
Lamont Simons,
Okay, 4A's on.
Mr. Rick Wallace,
Folks watching the stream there.
Mr. Wayne
I'm checking all of them right now.
I got you.
Devin, you're up.
Mr. Dick Weisbrot, our Man of the Year honor, Mr. Casey McAllister.
We're on.
And ladies and gentlemen, our inductees for the 2012 year. They will receive their awards on April 7th
Okay, Eric.
at the Hall of Fame banquet. Welcome,
5A.
please, Mr. Gary Bowden.
5A is not on. Check him. Did you log into the right one? If you took somebody else's number, you have a green check on top.
Davis.
Are you on the air? Okay. Don't have your window.
John Zerba. And our Man of the Year, Mr. Joe McFarland. Ladies and gentlemen, again, a nice round of applause for your Oregon Wrestling Hall of Fame members.
What? Yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started. Wrestlers, you're excused from the floor. Take your seats.
Now I think he's
Hall
on.
of Fame members, we have a place for you to sit.
Keeps wanting to go to this.
Officials, you can start
Okay,
your
we're up.
procedures.
So as soon as you see everybody working out, get started.
And
Remember,
girls, again,
mark in, record.
thank you for doing all the work.
Quick question, Bob.
Yeah.
One for one
I've got
is
the billboard up and I've got the
paperwork.
score ready to go.
What you'll want to do is lose it, hide lose it, unhide, and then go back to your scoreboard. Yeah, don't put the scoreboard in until the match starts.
Right.
No, no.
And put zeros in your score. Don't leave them blank. Start with zeros on the scoreboard.
Oh, okay.
Pass the word to the laptop. Zeros on the scoreboard, not blank.
As you look at the layout of the floor, ladies and gentlemen,
No, no.
mat number
Top.
1 will be down on the south end.
Bug top. Bug top.
The end with the American
That one.
flag. Mat number 2, 3, 4, 5 with the mat number 5 on the north end. The 6A will be on mat 5. The 2A1A championships on mat 4. The 3A on mat 3. 4A on mat 2.
And you know what? When in doubt, just take it out.
Okay. I just say I'm used to a switcher where
Just a few minutes,
This is sort of like
ladies and
part
gentlemen, we'll
scorebook,
get
part
started.
deco.
Okay.
All right, everybody online, we're just about set to go with the 2A, 1A championships. 2A, 1A championships of the OSAA Wrestling Championships from Memorial Coliseum in Portland.
Table crews, we need you to take your place, please. Table crews, please take your place.
If you remember, do you want when you find out the colors, do you mind just putting a line under the one that's red, and that way I can follow them? Yeah, thank you.
I'm spending my Saturday night. That's when I didn't have a hot date. Haven't had one of those in a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our procedures tonight, we will wrestle 106, we will wrestle 113, and then after the 120-pound matches, we will award 106, and it's every match after that, we'll make an award.
I can't read that. Yeah.
designed by Mr. DeLance Duncan of David Douglas High School and a long-time wrestling coach in the state of Oregon. He designed that, and we appreciate all those.
That's the time? Oh, sorry.
There are 2 clocks on the floor. They are in conjunction with each other and readable from both sides of the mat. Mat ladies, let's bring out the 106-pounders. On mat number 1, Matt
Just wait till we get there.
Dallas versus J.P. Ayers of Mountain View. On mat 2, Tyler Scott of Hindley versus Caleb Weinbarger of Masama. On mat 3, Hans Rockwell of Riverside versus Cody Brown of Willamina.
Roll tape.
Welcome to Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Portland as OSAA TV presents the 2012 OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A1A Wrestling Championships. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Akami, and welcome to Championship Night in the Coliseum. It always begins with the March of Champions, all the great names from the history of wrestling in the state of Oregon, and we are now set to go to crown 14 individual state champions in the 2A and 1A class, and a great battle for that 2A 1A team championship as Culver and Lowell are just a point and a half apart going into the final round, and they are both loaded up with wrestlers in this, and we will get them head-to-head, in fact, as we get further along at 152 pounds, a giant matchup between Jesus Ratano and Jackson Ward, and that will have a lot to do with who wins this championship tonight. So Culver, Lowell, 2 of the great programs in the state of Oregon, tried to win a team championship, and of course 14 individual champions will be crowned, and we're looking for a 4-time champion in this classification, and we're going to have Quinn Johnston of Gold Beach going for number 4 in a row at 145 pounds. Of course, one of the great accomplishments in high school wrestling at any level, and it's only been done 20 times ever. We have 3 individuals between all of our classifications tonight who are capable of that, and we'll see one of them here in 2A and 1A. Reminder that we have 5 different streams going tonight, so you can watch all the action of 2A and 1A right here with me. But if you want to see what's going on in 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, if you look at our website at OSAA.tv, there's a separate window for each one. Feel free to click in, and you'll be able to keep track of everything as we go. We're getting set to begin at 106 pounds, and 2 freshmen are going to go at it here. This is going to be rather exciting to see 2 young wrestlers who've really risen up in this weight class and had great years. Quentin Hook of Hosanna Christian and Joe Fine of Oak Ridge, the number 1 and 2 seeds, ready to get things started. And again, both freshmen. Joe Fine will wear the red anklet from Oak Ridge. He's in the purple and black. Quentin Hook of Hosanna Christian in the multicolored green outfit. He is wearing the green anklet and getting himself all fired up. And we're set to go. 2 freshmen for the 106-pound champion. Number 1 and 2 seeds, they lock up high early on. And we'll see who can take control. They're both in the 9th grade. Joseph Fine's only 14 years old from Oak Ridge. But both these guys came in with a lot of expectations. There's a lot of strong freshmen and sophomores in the state at every level this year. So it's exciting to watch them. Working up high. Now in for an early single. We have Fine from Oak Ridge. But no control. Now coming around is Hook. But still no control yet, and we lock back up high again. And now we break at 1:22 in the first round. Little equipment adjustment for Joseph Fine. Coached by Aaron Flack, familiar name in Oregon wrestling circles. Parents Tim and Lori. District champion, 34-4 record this year. Hook won several tournaments, the Glide and Culver invites. Gets in very strong, deep. Up high, trying to muscle his way down now. And Hook is the 15-year-old. Brings Fine to his knees, but no control. Now Fine trying to lift him. Now a trip by Hook. We're in the final minute of round number 1. Now Hook trying to get off the mat, it looks like. A reverse throw, but it still results in nothing. Hook had a good idea, and Fine did a nice job retaining his balance. They're off the mat. We come back to the center, still even. So obviously these two very evenly matched strength-wise as we remain scoreless. 40 seconds in the first round. 106-pound final here. Great to have you with us. The 2A, 1A championships. Hook of Hosanna Christian in the green, Fine of Oak Ridge in the black and purple. Now Hook's trying to drag that arm into something. Fine coming back at him with that left hand. Now Fine reaches for a high single, gets around on him, now he's going to lift him. Let's see if he can get him to the mat. Still nothing, still nothing. Fine has him from behind, wants to throw, and Hook backs him off the mat. So these two very tactical early on. And Joseph Fine taking a few chances, but has not been able to score as we come down to the end of the first round. Locked up again, and that'll be it for round number one, all even. Joseph Fine of Oak Ridge, Quentin Hook of Hosanna Christian. Let's see who wins this. The toss, it is Fine's choice. He defers to the third round. Round two now begins. And no score. Hook and Fine, a lot of work up high. Hook again trying to do something with that arm. Now another shot by Fine, gets a single. Ends up underneath, but he's holding that leg, and there's two, the first 2 points, as Hook ended up on top. And Hook scores the first two for Hosanna Christian. Well, Fine kept taking the chances, but he got in very deep going for that high leg. And Hook cleverly got him underneath. Now Hook's got a chance to turn him. Briefly. Had the back about a third of the way over. Now Fine's going to work to get some base from underneath and try to get out of this. They're working for the escape. Doing a good job of it. Hook is hanging on. Now Hook has to do something here. It's not like he can just put his weight on him and let Fine do all the work. Oak Ridge coaching staff up making some noise. See Aaron Flack, the former Lowell wrestler, coaching there in the purple shirt. And they're going to break that, and they're going to bring Hook back to the middle. A little equipment adjustment for Fine. Hook was not happy, but he was about to give up the escape, so this might work to his advantage. Quentin Hook of Hosanna Christian with a 2-0 lead. Final 50 seconds of round two. 106-pounders, 2A, 1A. We're going to get off the mat. Nope. And Fine off the mat. Now, it was interesting to see if Fine was trying to get off or Hook was trying to push him off to avoid the escape. But Fine will get back in a referee's position. We'll do it again with 42 seconds left. It's a nice, clean, tactical match here early on in 2A and 1A. Again, great action with the Culver and Lowell kids coming up. Don't go anywhere. Great team battle tonight between two of the finest programs in the state. Fine stands up rather quickly, trying to shuck those hands for the escape. Our referee looking right in there. Now Hook trying to throw. Now he drops and rolls him. Nice move by Hook. Trying to turn him. Having a hard time, though. Fine does a good job getting back to his stomach, and twice now Hook's tried to turn him. Now go across the face, can't get in there. Comes up high, and now he's working too high, and they're going to break him. Send it back to the middle. 11 seconds left. Was that a dangerous? That was a dangerous warning against Hook, who came up really high in the back, found himself on the back of the head. So the referee wisely broke that. Final 10 seconds of round two. Fine still looking to escape, trying to tilt out. Hook staying up high. Might be too high again, but the period's going to end with no points. So it remains 2-0 in favor of Quentin Hook after 2 rounds of the 106-pound final right here on OSAA TV. Don't forget, you can click over to any of the other mats to check on action tonight. And, of course, all of our action is available on demand immediately following the conclusion of tonight's events. You can watch our matches anytime right here on OSAA.tv. All right, 2-0 for Hook. Hosanna Christian in the green against Joseph Fine. They're going to start up. Fine liked that down position because it looked like he was going to get some escape. So by choosing the up, that's the point for Hook. Now it's 3-0, and Fine's going to have to do something. He's been doing a very good job playing defense. We're off the mat. Fine, who took a few shots at high legs early. Going to have to find a way to get Hook off his feet. Goes deep again. Hook does a good job backing away, shows some quickness. Now again, near back exposure, got a cradle on him, but again goes up high to turn him. Trying to get that shoulder over. Now we're at about 50. Now we may get some back points, but now Fine got right back to his stomach. It's neat because these two are so even, and now we will get some back points as it goes to 8-0. So that was enough. They're so even on the strength, though. You can see where Hook has to use his whole body and work high to try to turn Fine. But he got exposure points there. 2 more for the takedown, plus 3 for exposure. So it's 8-0 now with a minute left, and Quentin Hook's going to have to do something really wrong to lose this bout. Again, did a great job evading the early attack, and now he's got to ride out. Got to be careful, though, not get called for the stall, and he's trying to tilt him again as he changes the leverage. Now they'll break. Fine will get the... Oh, and Fine turns it around for the reversal. Hook kind of lost control of him, and then Fine quickly snapped back on him. So here's a quick 2, but Fine is going to have to get him on his back to win. 35 seconds left. Let's see what Fine can do in control. He's going to let him out. Give him the escape, try to take him down again. 9-2 now in favor of Hook. Hook now goes for the single leg, not just playing defense. Here's the trip. Hook's going to take him down. There's 2, and that's going to put it in the bag. It's 11-2. So this will be a major decision as it stands right now with 12 seconds left. And Quentin Hook, the freshman, will start off his high school career with a state championship as he's going to ride it out against Joseph Fine. That's it, an 11-2 decision for Quentin Hook. Hook, the state champ, on an 11-2 decision over Joseph Fine of Oak Ridge. And in the team competition, Hosanna Christian picks up 5 points to go to 31, and that jumps them into 10th place. In fact, ironically, ahead of Oak Ridge as we continue. The 106-pounders are complete in the 2A, 1A class. More to come, 113s when we come back. You're watching the 2012 OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A, 1A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.TV.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we're about ready to go at 113 pounds, the 2A, 1A final. And we get our first Culver wrestler in the mix. Culver, again, a 1.5 lead over Lowell. As we begin the finals, Culver has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wrestlers remaining. Lowell has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Culver has 6 as well. Now we're still finishing up mat 3 right now. So we're very close to beginning our next match. But this will be Noe Gonzalez of Culver against Austin Roth of Crane Prairie. All right, ready to go to 113 pounds. Austin Roth of Crane Union, 14-year-old freshman against Noe Gonzalez, a 15-year-old sophomore from Culver. J.D. Alley trying to win another championship with the Culver Bulldogs, and he likes his chances with Noe. He was the top seed, finished second a year ago against Roth, the freshman, who upset the number 2 seed, Tristan Henderson of Oak Ridge, to get here to the final. Culver wrestlers, of course, in the traditional black and orange. Look very much like Oregon State Beavers out there. And the Crane Mustangs in the blue, as we're already have near control situation for Gonzalez, but they're going to stand him up. Oh, we got blood early on Roth, so we'll have injury time early. Again, Roth, a freshman, first place of districts, Pine Eagle Invitational. Credits his parents, Wilt and Leslie Roth, and David Doman, his coach, getting him through every day. And a special thanks to his team for supporting him. Noe, second at state a year ago, wants to win it all this year. And, of course, Noe, one of the 2 brothers, Josu, who pushes him all year long as we come together here in the championships. Roth was ranked only 4th in the state coming in, but he beat Henderson. Gonzalez on the way beat Andrew Lamborn of Crane and Matt Clayton of Neocani. And the blood delay continues here as we get Roth back on the mat. Remember, you're only allowed 5 minutes of blood time before the forfeit. So Culver looking to extend their lead. They have a 1.5-point lead. Still got some mat cleanup here. Officials working hard on this. And now we're back at it. Gonzalez shucks Roth. Roth goes after him now, but Gonzalez gets low. Continue to work up high. Minute and a half in the first round. Gonzalez over the back. Now goes right back low. Gets a knee-high single. Now he's going to lift. And does he get Roth to the mat? Roth doing a good job bridging out. High. Now they'll get 2 for the takedown. So that was just enough for Gonzalez. Now Gonzalez has a leg. And trying to bar an arm high to get a nice tilt on him. He's got that leg up, though. Oh, gets him right to the back here. This will be serious back points. Near fall situation. It is all but done and a big leverage problem for Roth. Roth trying to fight his way out of it. And this is about all he can do is bicycle his way. Good job of that, because he's keeping his shoulders up. But he's in big trouble, and that's it. Just 39 seconds left in the first round. And Noe Gonzalez, the winner by fall. And that's a big 6 points for Culver, extending their lead. Noe Gonzalez, your winner. A fall at 121. And Culver gets everything they want out of this second bout and first time in the finals, and they extend their lead to 8 to 7.5 points. 113-pounders are complete. We got more action coming up from the mat at the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A, 1A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.tv.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
To our 106-pound place finishers, you need to make your way to the award stands to the seats in front of them in all categories. All of our 106-pound finishers, you need
106-pounders. Placers, please go to the west side of the arena to sit in the chairs. All 106-pound place finishers, please go to the chairs over on the edge of your mat. Nelson's in the red. He has a 4-0 lead. Nelson of Marshfield. He has the black uniform with the skull and bones on the back. Pound finalists, will you please go to the chairs outside your mats, representing your division.
Whatever keeps it smooth for you.
Willamina has a 2-0 lead with 1 minute left in round 3. Willamina in the lead. Ryder is still leading 11-8 with 30 seconds. The 120-pounders, and as soon as those matches are done, we will make the presentation for the 106 place finisher. On mat number 1 in the 5A division, Isaac Tobin. He's the number 4 seed from Silverton. His opponent, Austin Wallace-Lister, number 2 seed from Wilson. On mat number 2, of Henley. He's in the versus Colt Schilling of Sweet Home.
Ready to go at 120 pounds. Valerie Silva of Nestucca and Tucker Davis, the freshman from Culver. Davis, an outstanding freshman, had a great middle school year, went to nationals for middle schoolers as an 8th grader, and they get him going on those youth programs in Culver early on. Right now they're just working themselves over. Silver in the black and orange. Both these schools have black and orange colors. Davis in the black and white for Culver. Silva in the red anklet. And Davis, part of the Davis family legacy, in the black and white. Now Culver just got a big 6 points at 113, so a victory by the freshmen here would be huge in their battle with Lowell.
Valerie Silva of Nestucca. His opponent, Tucker Davis of Culver. Silva is the number 1 seed from Nestucca. Tucker Davis is the number 2 seed.
They continue to joust here through most of the first round. Silva's 2-time state runner-up as a senior, made the national team in 2008, all-star at the Crater Camp. And they're going to stand him back up here, so no action yet here. Davis again, the middle school champion. So number 1, number 2 seeds going at it. Davis attacks. Now has one arm over the top, but he's evened up there by Silva. They break him again, and that's it for the first quarter. So nothing between Silva and Davis. And Davis wins the toss, chooses to be down at the start of round number 2. So this one a little slow developing. By the way, we'll have our first award ceremonies, and we'll show them to you following this event. The 106-pounders will be up on the podium for their medals as soon as we're done here. And, of course, we wait for all the matches on all 5 different mats to be complete. Well, Valerie Silva of Nestucca trying to hang on as Davis is about to escape, and now Davis gives up, drops back. So, again, Davis started down, trying to escape. He's going to take a little break, let Silva work him a little bit. Silva trying to work his way up higher to turn him, but Davis staying active.
2-2 on mat number 5.
Silva now comes around, got that left arm barred pretty hard. Try to torque him over. Get down to the final minute of round number 2. But Davis is doing a good job keeping her on the wrestler on top as we remain scoreless. 1 minute left in round number 2. Silva of Nestucca, Davis of Culver. Culver's won his first 2 matches here by fall, both in the second round against Ian Pratt of Oakland and Jared Lemon of Heppner. Now he's in the bottom. Silva won his semi by a fall against freshman from Scio, David Kemper. Final 30 seconds. And Silva having to work really hard on top here. Now Silva comes across the face. Tries to get on back. Well, I tell you what, I give Silva credit being on top, continually working, and not just riding out. And Davis is doing a great job. I mean, you can't accuse either one of these guys of even coming close to stalling. Final 10 seconds of the round, and now Davis maybe going to escape. Look at him. He gets the base under him, and he gets up, but he's not free yet. And that's it. Good job by Silva to hang on to that leg and keep him down at the end of 2 rounds in the 125 championship. Scoreless, Valerie Silva, Tucker Davis. Nestucca right now sitting 7th in points. And even with points here, could not pass Gold Beach. This is Nestucca's final wrestler, so. And there's the escape. So Davis lets Silva out. Now he's going to face him standing. Well, he spent a lot of time on the bottom. See, this was a college match. Riding time would be coming into play. So Davis able to take advantage of that. So now Davis will attack with a minute and a half left. 1-0 for Silva. Silva goes in, but coming around the back, Davis has him and out throws him, but does not have control. And Silva bounces right back out. Now the trip, and there's the points. Points for Tucker Davis of Culver. And now Culver's on top. First time we've seen him got to work. Let's see if he lets Silva escape. Going to work him up high. Minute left. It's only a 2-1 match, so we'd be even, obviously. But Silva clearly strong enough. Getting up to his base. He's up to his knees. Davis keeps sliding him forward. Getting near the edge of the mat now at 45 seconds. There's Silva again. Davis keeps him down. Davis almost takes him to his back. Now he does have him to his back. There's some back points right there. He's got at least 2. And now in big peril, will this be another fall for Culver? No, but he gets back points aplenty. 4-1. And now he is in control at least. Working up high. Turn again. Nope. Nope. And it's it. It is over. 4-1. The final.
That's Culver winning again on mat number 4.
Another victory for Culver. Tucker Davis picks up the points, defeating Valerie Silva of Nestucca 4-1, and Culver extends their lead. But we've got Lowell wrestlers coming up. We've also got the Johnston brothers coming up from Gold Beach. You're watching the OSAA, U.S. Bank, Les Schwab Tires 2A, 1A Wrestling Championships from Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Portland on the OSAA Radio Network.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Trainer reverses and there falls. Morgan Walters and Crater. And he gets a fall. Morgan Walters of Crater picks up a fall. 120-pounders in the championship match. Wrestlers still leading 7-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to make the awards presentations to the 106-pounders. Starting over on mat number 4. In 4th place, from Crane, Jake Clark.
And it's time to make the presentations for the 106-pounders. Remember, in the 2A, 1A, the top 4 places go to the podium. It's all freshmen this year. Brock Hickman from Enterprise finishing in 3rd place. Jake Clark from Crane in 4th place. 2nd place, Joe Fine of Oak Ridge. And your winner from Hosanna Christian, Quentin Hook. And that is your podium, 2A, 1A, 106 pounds. And congratulations to all these young men who, of course, have quite a bit of career ahead of them. And maybe changes in the weight classes. That is part of the business. Coming up, the 126-pound championship match.
At 126 pounds on the 4A mat. Mat number 2, Colbrand Meeker of Crook County. Number 1 seed. His opponent, number 2 seed, Jake Stiegel of North Marion. And on mat number 3.
Ready to go for the 126-pound championship in 2A, 1A, and more point potential for Culver, the 2-time champion Jared Cash in the orange. Taking on Niacani's Alejandro Quintana, wearing the all black. And they're working hard up high. Quintana trying to get around the waist to get things started. Alejandro, coached by his big brother Mario, and coaches Dan Kammer. 2nd place in districts. And, of course, Cash, another one of J.D. Alley's kids. And so far, everything going by plan for Culver. In the finals here, trying to hold off Lowell. But Lowell wrestlers are coming up. Now there was a quick 2 for Cash. He comes around the back again. Bars and arms strong and has crossface. Really punishing Quintana already. Quintana, though, stands out, gets his arm around, gets the escape. But right back in there, Cash will lift him. Quintana, a sophomore, pulled a couple of upsets to get here. He's unseated. Obviously up and coming, good-looking sophomore. 16 years old. Taking a beating here right now. Cash comes around, gets 2 more. Now has almost got into a carry. Now they'll stand up, allow the escape. It's 4-2. Quintana had to upset the number 3 and the number 2 wrestlers in the weight class to get here. And we get off the mat here. 47 seconds left. Pretty active round 1 at 126. And again, Cash around the back again makes this look easy, scoring the points. Cash defeated Corey Jenkins of Crane in a fall, took out the freshman, then a 6-0 winner over Ray Corrales-Tosh of Neocani. So it's the second Neocani wrestler for Cash. Cash warned, getting dangerous, working up on the neck. Again, Quintana beat the number 2 seed, Stephen Bodner of Glendale, 18-10, and then narrowly beat Wyatt Clark of Crane, 6-5 in the semi. That was a pretty exciting bout earlier today. Cash taking care of business. It's 6-2. A lot of points already in the first round. Cash ranked number 1 in the state. Pretty much by acclaim. Again, the escape, and it's 6-3. Quintana 12-6 coming into the tournament. Cash 22-4. Now a little blood check. Looks like on the lip as blood time starts for Quintana. 6-5 is the score. Cash in control early on. Cash talking to Coach J.D. Alley right now. And again, has a tremendous edge and experience, but Quintana, I mean, well built for a young wrestler and a lot of potential. It looks like he could probably get up another weight. You look at his height. Depends on how the rest of his body develops. But a great future. Okay, the blood clock stops. And we are ready to begin the second round. 6-5 in favor of Jared Cash. Choice goes to Quintana. He keeps the choice and starts down in the second round. Well, let's see how he is in escape mode, referee position. And pops right up there. See if he can get out. He not only gets some control, there's the escape. Cash lets him go. So now we're even at 6-6. So good action with these two. And Quintana definitely matching up well physically. See what Cash can do. Cash goes in deep with a high leg. We'll get him down. Will he get control edge of the mat or right there? Quintana trying to escape. Working his way up. There's the 2. Control over the neck. And now we're right up the back. Now they're off the mat. But a good job by Cash, who then quickly changes his position to maintain control. 8-6 now. Early second period. Culver, 2 for 2 in the finals. And rolling up the points. There's Cash around the back. Quintana won't escape. Quintana hanging on to that leg. And again, a blood delay. I thought that was a little early to call stalemate. And more blood of Quintana. Now, again, I think it's a lip rather than a nose. And they'll get back and work to him. So the blood clock continues to move. It looks like the upper lip has been a problem since the very beginning. Cash well put together. Brand new opponent for Cash, who might expect 2-time champion, has wrestled everybody in the state. Usually you wouldn't see a wrestler like Quintana, who was younger and coming up, but It's always exciting in a state tournament, and sometimes it's hard being the wrestler that doesn't know his opponent very well. Don't forget, you can get your own souvenir DVD copy of all of our action this weekend. Go to prepfilms.com anytime. You can order your souvenir DVD. We have one available for each of our classifications. Bob Akamian with you, watching the 2A1A championships. Culver, Lowell, battling for the team title. It's been all Culver so far, but 6 Lowell wrestlers set to come. Now 2 of them are wrestling each other. So there's only so many points on the table there. A little more blood on the mat. Now that's going to be cleaned off. Minute 12 left, second period, 8-6 in favor of Jared Cash of Culver. He's in the orange. He's on top, Quintana in the black, trying to escape again, and does a good job. There's the escape. And boy, Cash just gets in deep again. He doesn't fool around working up the leg. He goes high leg and hangs on. But Quintana maintaining pretty well, and they get back up even. Quintana's a hard tree to take down. Cash goes after him again. Now we'll come around the back. There's 2. The thing that Cash has, you can tell, is the quickness and then the experience. He's going to reach through the crotch, but can't get any leverage on either thigh. And blood time again. So it's 10-7 in favor of Jared Cash, and Quintana now has used up a minute of blood time. Coming up, it's the Gold Beach Parade. Alex Herrera, Kyle, and Quinn Johnson. Gold Beach only brought 3 wrestlers here, and all 3 of them made the final. And that ain't bad. So still 31 seconds left in round 2 here. And Jared Cash seemingly having his way with Quintana, but the match a lot closer than you'd think. And Quintana very good playing defense. Quintana starts down and again pops up quickly. Cash this time trying to keep him and got him locked pretty good over the right side. Pulling an arm back. Quintana won't let him have it. Final seconds of round number 2. Quintana trying to work his way out again. I tell you what, he can find his base a lot of different ways, and he'll get the escape as the second period comes to an end. So it's still close, 10-8. The sophomore, Alejandro Quintana, in rarefied air here in the finals against the 2-time champ Jared Cash of Culver, and Cash has a 10-8 lead, and he chooses to start up. Now, he has been able to get Quintana off his feet, but Quintana's been able to escape, and that's why we've stayed fairly close at 10-8. Now Cash punishing him, and he'll get 2 before they get off the mat. Well, you can tell Cash has the upper body, but Quintana very good with his lower body and his ability to get out from the bottom. And here he is again. Makes a very quick move when he's in referee position. Cash trying to turn him right now. He's had just a bit of a Nelson. Now he's going to cradle him. Quintana won't give him the hand, though. They come around. Quintana's up and out. Cash gets in deep again, this time the left leg. Gets the knee up, puts him on his back, but they roll out. Did he get control? Yes. Quintana moves so well, even off his feet. Really makes it hard. I think this is a young man we're going to see more of here in this venue. Final minute of round number 3. 14-9 in favor of Cash. And these are tricky bouts against a wrestler you don't know. You seem to be in control, but boy, you get put on your back, you can lose just like that. We saw that in the very first round. And there was a great bout up at the Washington Championships last week. A wrestler leading 14-7 lost by being pinned. It's 6 minutes with you and the other guy. Cash still working from behind. 30 seconds in the round. Now Cash not letting Quintana out. Lost his headgear. There's the escape. Cash keeps him locked up. They'll get to the edge of the mat. Still dangerous territory here at 14-10. And now they'll stand him back up. Let's see if he puts the headgear back. 12 seconds. But Cash has to be careful here because you get taken down. You got to stay off your back. I mean, take down an exposure, and Quintana can win it. So a little hum in the building. This is the last bout going at 126. We'll have awards coming up for the 113-pounders. Quintana ducks out, reaches for a high leg, can't get it. 3, 2, 1. That's another Culver State Championship. 16-10 for Jared Cash. And Culver, hitting on all cylinders, extends their lead a little bit more. It's now 124 to 108.5 unofficially. We're going to have 113-pound awards when we come back. You're watching the 2012 OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A, 1A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Are you recording this? Well, wait till they do something.
5A down on mat number 1 in 6th place from West Albany, Dustin Schneider. 5th place from Lebanon, Charlie Vendetta. 4th place from Eagle Point, Orlando De La Cruz. 3rd place from Dallas, Tyler Renfro. 2nd place from Hermiston, Isaac Aguilar. And your 5A 113-pound champion from Marshfield High School, Thaddeus Nelson. Down on mat 1, your 6A place winners. In 6th place from Grants Pass, Zachary Nance. 5th place from Reynolds, Cameron Baldwin. 4th place from Roseburg, Cole Van Androy. 3rd place from Sprague, Caleb Raver. 2nd place from Hillsborough, Dakai Wilburn. And your 6A 113-pound champion from Newburgh, Garrett Ryder.
And let's meet our championship podium at 113 pounds in the 2A, 1A ranks. 4th place is Tristan Henderson, the freshman from Oak Ridge. 3rd place is the sophomore from Neoconi, Matt Clayton. 2nd place finisher from Crane, freshman Austin Roth. And your state champion from Culver, winner by fall, Noe Gonzalez, the sophomore. So there's your podium at 113 pounds. And we'll head back to the mat now for the 132-pounders. Getting underway in just a moment.
And now we'll welcome the 132-pounders heading down to mat number 6 in the 6A, mat number 5 in the 6A division. Colby Winnett of Barlow, his opponent Devin Reynolds of McNary. McNary and Barlow going at it on mat number 5. In the 2A, 1A, mat number 4, Alex Herrera of Gold
Ready to go, the 132-pound championship. Josu Gonzalez of Culver in the orange and black against Alex Herrera of Gold Beach. These are two schools famous for tough guys in football and wrestling. Herrera, the defending state champion. Gonzalez, third year in the finals, ready to win one. Now, these two met at the Oregon Wrestling Classic, and Herrera won. So that kind of set the table, as they are the 1-2 in this category. And, again, the great story with Gold Beach, they only had 3 wrestlers here. They're all in the finals, and they're all wrestling in the next 3 classes. Herrera gets in for a double strong. See what he can do with that. He's completely balanced underneath Gonzalez. Gonzalez in trouble here. Good quickness by Herrera trying to turn him, but they're going to get out. This may be nothing. No points. They'll stand to back up. You mentioned Gonzalez in the orange and black, Herrera in the gold and black of Gold Beach. Gold Beach, of course, the little school that could. Another football state championship this year. You'll see the Johnston brothers coming up. Quinn, a big part of that. And so we talk about Bob Swift and his football program, the great camps they put on there, but got to give some credit to the Johns, John Carl and John Burkett, coaches who brought these 3 here. And they're pretty proud of what these twosome have done. So we're still even, 40 seconds left. Herrera, the aggressor again. Gonzalez, 17-year-old senior, hanging on. Both these seniors 17. Herrera trying to get his balance. Now Herrera wants to get off the mat. And we're off, and we're still even. Oh, we had a warning, stall warning against Herrera. I don't know if that's justified. I think Herrera was just trying to get off the mat, and he was trying to get his balance back. But by rule, oh, now Herrera gets really deep, and he'll almost turn to the back, comes around the back, doesn't get control yet. Now might be Gonzalez. Quarter comes to an end, period comes to the end, and we get a point. We do get 2 for Josu Gonzalez at the very end, and that's a move where Herrera looked like he'd get control. Gonzalez slipped out of it, got just enough around the back to have control. That's a little controversial to score any points on that at the end of the round, but in any case, Gonzalez from Culver has the lead. Herrera will start the second round down and see if he can stand right up. Alex Herrera, 2-time state champ, doesn't want to give anything away to his fellow senior. Again, Herrera won their earlier meeting this year. Ranked 1 and 2 in the state. Gonzalez hanging on strong after the escape by Herrera. And again, Herrera edge of the map, backing his way off. Gonzalez. And we're off the mat. Come right back to the middle at 2-1. Midway through the second round, 2-1 in favor of Gonzalez of Culver in the orange. Herrera's been the aggressor. He's the state champ, but Gonzalez ready for him. It's always hard to wrestle somebody the second time when you've beaten them already. And Josu Gonzalez right back to the middle. 55 seconds left in round 2. Just tell Herrera wants a leg badly here. Circling. Oh, now Gonzalez kind of coming after him with the handwork. Staying high. And Herrera likes that edge of the mat. As soon as Gonzalez seems to have any opportunity, Herrera gets out of there and gets right back to the middle. So it kind of, I guess the wrestling version of rope-a-dope. Oh, now Herrera goes in. Deep single, tilts him up. See if he can get him to his back from here. Gonzalez moving that other leg pretty well. Now Gonzalez hanging on. I don't think Herrera can control him in this situation. They're going to break him. Boy, that was a good job by Gonzalez not letting Herrera get control. And I'll tell you what, if you talk about the tactical game right now, it almost seems like Gonzalez is winning the battle. That's the end of the second round, and it's still Josu Gonzalez with a 2-1 lead over Alex Herrera of Gold Beach. This is the 132-pound final. Culver rolling up the points early, but 6 Lowell wrestlers set to go, including another one named Cardwell. We're off the mat, still 2-1 for Gonzalez. So this is the equivalent in basketball of the one-possession game. One move can change the outcome. Herrera 35-6 this year and in the fight of his life right now. Alex thanks his dad, Alex Sr., Mom Lori. Says his dad has never missed a match. And when you got to drive from Gold Beach to some of these tournaments, that's not close to anything. So, great devotion as a sports parent. And I'm sure Dad's a little nervous right now. You can see a large group of gold-clad Gold Beach fans getting pretty worked up across the way. We're off the mat again. The grandstand right behind this mat, there's a group of yellow-shirted moms and sisters and girlfriends. And I'll tell you what, Gonzalez has played some tremendous defense here. He's a great moving target. Now he'll pull the action off the match with a minute left. Josu Gonzalez and Alex Herrera. I don't know if Herrera's getting frustrated, but he's going to have to make a big move. And you see him looking for Gonzalez. Great job moving away. Using his length to keep those legs away. Now here's Herrera after him. Herrera coming around the back. He's got him by the legs. There's 2! And Herrera takes the lead. 30 seconds left. Now he's got to hang on. Now this is a tough position. You can't just ride out here. You got to keep working. Herrera's got a chance to tilt him here. Finished strong with some back points. He's over the top. Can't turn him, though. Got one leg in there strong. Final seconds will tick off. Well, it won't be back points, but it will be a come-from-behind win and back-to-back state championship for Alex Herrera of Gold Beach. 3-2 over Josu Gonzalez of Culver. And that stops the Culver Express as Herrera, the top seed, wins it 3-2. We'll have trophy presentations for the 120-pounders when we come back. You're watching the 2012 OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A1A Wrestling Championship from Veterans Memorial Coliseum on OSAA.tv.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said, "Come on in." They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Ladies and gentlemen, your award winners at 120 pounds. Starting out at mat number 2 with the 4A. Presenting the 4A awards, Mr. Charlie Anthony. In 6th place from Gladstone, Connor Finch. In 5th place from Sweet Home, Scotty Stockman. In 4th place from Ontario, Eric Nunez. In 3rd place from Cook County, McKinnon Buckner. In 2nd place from Sweet Home, Colton Schilling. And your 4A 120-pound champion from Henley, Ronnie Russer. 5A place winners. In 6th place from Eagle Point, Aaron Lorenz. In 5th place from Dallas, Cody Renfro. In 4th place from Cleveland, Jojo Ball. In 3rd place from Liberty, Gabe Garcia. In 2nd place from Silverton, Isaac Tobin. And your 5A 120-pound champion from Wilson High School, Austin Wallace-Lister. Mat number 5, your 6A place winners. In 6th place from Roseburg, Toby Dill. In 5th place from David Douglas, Jeremiah Baker. In 4th place from Westview, Ernesto Escobar. In 3rd place from Oregon City, Kyle Sether. In 2nd place from Sprague, Yasef Sorensen. And your 6A 120-pound champion from Crater, Morgan Walters. 2A 1A place winners, Mat number 4. In 4th place from Neoconi, Logan Romig.
And here are your 120-pound placers in 2A 1A. 4th place goes to Logan Romig of Neoconi, a sophomore. Jared Lemon of Hepner, sophomore in 3rd place. Valerie Silver of Nestucca finished 2nd. And winner by a 4-1 decision, your state champion freshman, Tucker Davis. Coming up, we'll move along to 138 pounds, and the brothers Johnston starting to take charge for Gold Beach. We'll get them out there in just a moment.
Gentry. 3rd place from Nissa, Julio Mendez. 2nd place from Willamina, Josh Perry. And your 3A 120-pound state champion from Sheridan, Justin Acuff.
Going into the 138-pound weight class. On mat number 5 in the 6A division, Josh Reyes of David
138-pounders set to go.
Brody Foss of Roseburg.
Kyle Johnston of Gold Beach in the gold and black.
At 138, Kyle Johnston of Gold.
And Josh Cardwell of Lowell. Yes, that's the other Cardwell son
On the middle mat,
of the great Jeff Cardwell.
of Myrtle Point. His opponent, Seth
And they go right at it. Of course, Kyle, one of the twins, along with Quinn Johnson.
Tyler Halker of Sweet Home.
And immediately going after a leg, trying to do something with it. Kyle, the district champion. Cardwell had to upset Pat Morgan of Napa in the first round to get there.
His opponent, Piper McCollum of
Of course, Kyle and his brother Quinn finishing up their careers. Quinn's going to be a 4-time champion. Kyle looking to be a 3-time champion. Now remember, these two wrestled each other as freshmen in the state championships. That's the last time they've competed with each other. They like to do their own thing. They will be none happier tonight if they can both win a state championship. That'll keep everybody in the family happy. They do wrestle each other in the room, obviously, and they've been absolutely dominant. Quinn played a huge part of Gold Beach's football championship this year. But this is Kyle, and I'll tell you, I've had a few coaches tell me this weekend that Kyle's really the better wrestler. Now, the Gold Beach staff could not comment on that. It's been so close over the years. Kyle's 22-0 for the year. Cardwell, of course, brother Zach now at Oregon State, having a great freshman year. Coached by his father, Jeff. Dan Cazares helps coaching with Lowell, although Dan, who's dad here tonight with two youngsters in it, is not allowing himself to be on the mat, as he's too wired up as a wrestling father. Heath Harvey also assisting on the bench. Josh Cardwell credits a lot of his success to beating up Caleb Cardwell every day.
On mat number 3, Tanner Kennedy of Myrtle
2-0. In favor of Kyle Johnson, who's taking care of business right now. Johnson, of course, the senior. Cardwell, the sophomore. Johnson scored early, and now he's just kind of riding it out. We come to the end of the first round. 2-0 in favor of Kyle Johnston. Johnson wins the toss, and he elects to be down to start the second round. So let's see how he is underneath. Is Josh Cardwell getting a good lesson here? These are big points that Lowell needs, and they're obviously not going to be favored to win this. Johnson, a number 1 seed. Johnson working that leg hard and gets 2 more in the takedown. That almost was a little painful. Cardwell working his way out, trying to get to some base, but Johnson more powerful and now really cradles him up here. Trying to get him to the back, almost had him over. Cardwell crawling for the edge of the mat. Well, Lowell got a break in the last championship with Gonzalez losing to Herrera. So Gold Beach did Lowell a favor, but Gold Beach is trying to do no favor right now in the case of Cardwell. Now, we said there are 6 Lowell wrestlers here in the finals, but 2 of them are facing each other. So there's only 4 more chances to score points. Culver has 2 more chances, so that 152 bout between Rattano and Ward is going to be immense for Lowell. Final minute of the second round, 4-0 in favor of Johnston, who's just been toughing it out here. And Cardwell spent most of it trying to get away and looks over at Dad. And Cardwell down again. I don't think he's been able to. No, he's not been able to escape from the down position yet. Still 4-0. Cardwell had just 1 loss this year coming into the tournament, and it was to Alex Herrera of Gold Beach. So no shame in that. So you saw Herrera's quickness. Now we see Johnston's strength. And Johnson continually trying to get some back points, but Cardwell moving nicely, staying out of trouble, but cannot get to an escape. Johnson keeps trying for coming around the back and work him that way. Got 1 arm out, barring the second one. And that's it for round number 2. 4-0 in favor of Kyle Johnson of Gold Beach, going for the three-peat. 3-time state champion. For his 3rd state championship, I should say. He goes right after a leg. Cardwell staying out of it. High leg for Johnson. Now he's got a little lift on him. He's going to throw him and takes him to the back. That's 2 more, and it's 6-0. Back points coming. No, Cardwell got right over. Cardwell not allowing his upper back to be turned at all, but it is, well, you know, I say that, and they gave him 2 back points. I didn't see him quite get to 90 enough, but they do give him 2. So it's 8-0. Now with 1:22 left, Cardwell's going to have to do something big. Kyle Johnston's like Burger King. He's having it his way. Well, it's been a few years since they had it their way, but you know how it goes. Off the mat, 1:03 left, still 8-0 for Johnston. Johnson also won the 2012 Sierra Nevada Classic this year. Dad Lauren Johnson.
9-2 now for Randall.
Well, this will be impressive for Gold Beach with 3 guys left. Gold Beach right now, team-wise, is sitting in 5th place. They've already moved ahead of Neocani with Herrera's points. And a victory here would move them up into 4th. So Gold Beach with 3 guys in the finals could finish as high as 3rd. Because there's 1 crane wrestler left coming up. But that's Zach Cody, who's going to have to wrestle Quinn Johnston. So Beach has a very strong possibility of finishing third in the state, which will be a good night's work. Final 15 seconds of the bout. And this will be a major decision. 8-0. Total domination for Johnson and a big 5 points for Gold Beach as they move up into fourth place. Kyle Johnson, your state champion, 8-0 over Josh Cardwell of Lowell. 145-pounders coming up and awards coming up for the 126-pounders. You're watching the 2012 OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A1A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.tv.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Nothing's happening yet. We still got 2 more bouts to finish. We got a few months.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Hermiston, Joey Delgado leading 17-3. Still 18 seconds left in the match. Lucas Randall of North Marion wins in the 4A division. Ladies and gentlemen, down on mat number 1, Joey Delgado is a 4-time Oregon State champion. That doesn't happen very often, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the award stands for the awards at 126 pounds. sixth place from Hermiston, C.J. Dirksen. In fifth place from Marshfield, Skylar Harvey. Fourth place from Pendleton, Trevor Hancock. Third place from Cleveland, Max Freund. Second place from Churchill, Houston Ezel. And your 5A 126-pound state champion from Crescent Valley, Alex Rich. Mat 5, your 6A award winners. In sixth place from Sprague, Cliff Baxter. In fifth place from Oregon City, Parker Folliard. Fourth place from Centennial, J.R. Ramsey. Third place from McMinnville, Jared Sublet. Second place from Redmond, Ryan Haney. And your 6A 126-pound champion from Newburgh High School, Peter Russo. Mat 4, your 2A 1A award winners. In fourth place.
And now we recognize the 126-pound champions for 2A and 1A. Stephen Bodnar of Glendale finished in fourth place. Wyatt Clark of Crane, a junior, finished in third place. Alejandro Quintana, the sophomore from Neocana, finishing second. And Jared Cash, state champion for Culver, a 16-10 decision over Quintana. We're working our way to 145 pounds. And that means Quinn Johnston's quest for the four-peat. That's coming up.
In fourth place from Vail, Mario Ramos. In third place from Glide, Alex Holland. In second place from Dayton, Micah Cisneros. And your 3A 126-pound champion from Glide High School, Walker Damewood. 4A place winners on Mat 2. Sixth place from LeGrand, Ryan Middleton. Fifth place from Cascade, Spencer Crawford. Fourth place from Klamath Union, T. Wynn. Third place from Cascade, Travis Bledsoe. Second place from Cook County, Colburn Meeker. And your 4A 126-pound state champion from North Marion High School, Jake Stiegel.
Moving on to 38 pounds. 138. Excuse me, 145 now. Move along a little faster than that. 145 down on mat number 5. Reed Van Anroy of Roseburg. His opponent, Cody Gray of Crater. Those are two guys from the southern part of the state. Going to go at it on mat number 4, 145.
All right, here we go at 145 pounds. The quest for the four-peat. It's the man in yellow, Quinn Johnston, Gold Beach. Only 21 Oregon wrestlers have ever completed the feat of winning 4 state championships in their career. In fact, Joey Delgado just joined that club tonight in an earlier weight class, a different classification. So this could be number 22, and Johnson is going at it early against Zach Cody from Crane. Quick 2 early on, Cody in the blue.
On mat number 2 at 145.
Second Johnston brother, Kyle, won handily at 138, an 8-0 victory. And now Zach Cody going after it. 4th time state qualifier. He's finished as high as 4th in state. 2-time district champion. And Johnson, just like his brother, punishing. Now Quinn Johnston Sr., Quinn Johnson not perfect, 20-3 coming into the tournament. Cody 11-4. And 2-0 early on. They get back in the middle here, and Johnson is in control. Johnson likes to get up high as early as he can, strong around the waist. Now reaching for an arm, can't get it. Trying to half Nelson his way in and get into a tilt. Now reaching across. Cody now has to give him the hand. Look at Johnston. Tactics, riding over the top, trying to change the weight. Close to turning him. Gives up on that right hand. And always working. Look at him. He goes for the right back to the left. Now comes over the top. And Cody just not giving him any one thing to hang on to. Cody doing a good job. Obviously can't get out of harm's way. And we'll go back to the middle, 25 seconds in round number 1. Of course, last year we had 2 tremendous four-peat wrestlers. Here's Zach Cardwell of Lowell, who's, of course, on to Oregon State. And Mikey Rodriguez, a super athlete from Hillsboro in the 6A ranks, who was a stalwart of the football team. And he's off, I believe, at North Idaho now, trying to get eligible. Love to be an Oregon State Beaver given the chance. So 2 great wrestlers ending the career. Delgado completing the 4-peat tonight, and here's Johnston. At the end of round 1, 2-0. Cody wins the toss. Let's see what he wants to do. Is he going to defer? So Quinn Johnson would like to get back to work. Well, Kyle was very impressive. And again, we talked about which brother is better. They haven't wrestled each other competitively since their freshman year. They don't like to do that. But I had a couple other coaches who've seen him at tournaments say, you know, Kyle might be better. But it's Quinn who has a chance at the 4-peat. Quinn, good shot, gets in, 2 legs, gets him down, and there's 2 for Quinn Johnston. And now starting to turn, back points about to accumulate. I don't know if that was long enough, though. Tilting him again. Great leverage, hooking that leg. There's 2 back points, so it's 6-0. And he's still got some leverage on him. Johnson using that leg. See him hooked on the left leg. Cody trying to move out, but Cody is in big trouble right now. Now trying to get back to his stomach. Johnson keeps pushing him over. Now he puts him to his back. Arching out of it. Boy, that was very close. I don't know how Cody got there. I don't know how Cody got there, but he almost put himself flat on his own back. I know he was trying to roll through. Now he's going to try to get off the mat. And Johnson says, no, you don't. He's got a leg again. Working his way up. Trying to lift and turn. And doing it the hard way there. Got the near leg under. Now we'll work over the back and try it again. 30 seconds left in round 2. Cody would love to get off the mat right now. And they do. Johnson's still working them as they go off. Well, Johnson really exerting himself here in round 2 after a slow start. And now looks like we have a little blood, so we'll start the injury clock. 6-0 in favor of Quinn Johnson of Gold Beach. Zach Cody of Crane getting worked on, looks like the nose. No, actually it's the eye, right above the eye. Just a quick cleanup, 25 seconds left in the second round. So can Gold Beach sweep their 3 individual titles and jump up into 3rd place? Could happen. All they need to do is win this bout. Johnston wins, they will finish 3rd because this is the last Crane wrestler. Crane holding on to 3rd right now, but if Johnson wins, Gold Beach gets to take home the 3rd place trophy. Of course, remember, complete results are available at OSAA.org. They're updating them constantly during the tournament, so the bracket updates are done every time another round is completed. Go back to the mat, 6 seconds left in round number 2. And that's it. The end of 2 rounds. 6-0 in favor of the 3-time champion Quinn Johnson of Gold Beach. And he will start down in the 3rd round. Looking down in front of us, we see one of the greats of Oregon wrestling, Marlon the Magician Gron. Longtime Portland State coach. Worked with us on the OSAA network before. Great to see him in the building tonight, talking to Ed Burton. We got some good announcers down there at the table tonight. Keith Bassam from Hood River Valley. And, of course, it's always a great time of the year to remember the great Ed Olivadati, who just left us. Still hear his voice at the Washington State Tournament. Great friend of wrestling in the Northwest over the years. And Ed was very much missed up at the Tacoma Dome last week. 9-0 now in favor of Quinn Johnson, who gets the escape point and now starting to turn Cody again. Got that leg. Going to tilt him. They go off the mat. Minute 18 left. And the 4-peat is that close for Quinn Johnston. Seldom done. It requires commitment, especially as your body changes as you grow. You change weight classes. Your competition changes. And Quinn Johnson has lived up to all of that. He's a minute away from the 4-peat. And we're off the mat with 47 seconds left. Cody is down. And Johnson just working him over here. Cody cannot get out of harm's way at all. Look at the control Johnson has. It's a great job with the legs. And you talk about the difference in the style between the two brothers. And Quinn does an awful lot using the legs to affect the balance change. Now we're off the mat again, 18 seconds left. So Gold Beach is going to finish 3rd in the state. What a great final night. 3 state champions. And that will be a long and happy ride home for the Panthers. That's it. 9-0. Quinn Johnston, 4-peat. Seldom done, always earned. 4 state championships in 4 years. And a congratulatory hug from Zach Cody of Crane. And there's Quinn Johnston, your 4-time state champion in 2A and 1A. Great bit of work and saluted by the crowd. Ed Burton, our announcer in the building, telling all the crowd and a loud applause from everybody, because everybody involved in high school wrestling knows the work involved. And there's the congratulations from the coaching staff. So between them, Kyle and Quinn, 7 state championships as they both complete their high school careers. We've got 152-pounders coming up, a pivotal Culver versus Lowell showdown and trophy presentations at 132 pounds. Stick around. You're watching the 2012 OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A, 1A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from US Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. US Bank.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the award stands for the presentation of awards at 132 pounds. First on mat number 5, the 6A awards presented by Mr. Roger Sales. In 6th place from Hillsborough, Alex Harnsberger. In 5th place from Crater, Nate Walters. In 4th place from David Douglas, Rajit Afrazad. In 3rd place from West Lynn, Braden Krelwitz. In 2nd place from Barlow, Colby Winnett. And your 6A 132-pound champion from McNary High School, Devin Reynolds. Mat number 4, presentation awards for 2A, 1A.
And let's meet our placers at 132 pounds for 2A and 1A. Lowell's Tanner Harvey finished 4th place, a freshman. 3rd place finisher from Nestucca, Lucas Leslie, a junior. 2nd place, Josu Gonzalez of Culver. And Alex Herrera, who remember won with the late takedown, 3-2. Alex Herrera, a senior, your state champion. And the Panthers, first of 3 state championships for the Panthers tonight, who will finish in 3rd place overall. Coming up, big match. We're halfway through tonight. 7 matches down, 7 to go. And a big one at 152. Could Culver put it away right here? Stick around.
Josh Hendrickson. 3rd place from Illinois Valley, Gabe Miller. 2nd place from Nissa, Dallin Whitmer. And your 3A 132-pound state champion from Willamina, Brandon Miller. 4A state placers on mat number 2, presented by Mr. Charlie Anthony. In 6th place from Cascade, Marcus Andrews. In 5th place from North Marion, Johnny Vara. In 4th place from Sweet Home, Ty Harvey. 3rd place from Tillamook, Jake Fowler. 2nd place from Madras, Miguel Vasquez. And your 4A 132-pound state champion from Henley, Zorg Lustele. Your 5A state place winners on mat number 1 at 132 pounds, presented by Mr. Robert Hungerford. In 6th place from West Albany, David St. Pierre. 5th place from South Albany, Adam Allen. 4th place from Hood River Valley, Andrew Dehart. 3rd place from Pendleton, Dylan Holcomb. 2nd place from Sherwood, Daniel Leonard. And your 5A 132-pound champion from Hermiston, Tyler Berger.
Down on mat number 5, we're moving into the 152-pound weight class for the 3rd match in a row. Roseburg presents out Ian Thomas from the Indians. His opponent, Hector Mandera of Roseburg from the Indians. 2 teammates have earned their way into the state championship. At 152 on mat 4, number 1 seed, Jesus Ritano of Culver.
All right, here we go to 152 pounds, and this might do it for Culver if they can win this head-to-head. Jesus Ritano, the number 1 seed in the orange and black, going against Lowell's Jackson Ward, the senior in the red and black of Lowell. Number 1 versus number 2. Ward, a former state champion at 145 pounds. That was 2 years ago. Ritano, part of that great Culver program, but has never done well at state. This is a big breakthrough for him to get in the final. And 2 early points for Ward. So here's your team battle going on right now. And we go off the mat. Get him back to the middle. Jeff Cardwell, former champion from Lowell himself, now the coach, sitting on the right corner. And, of course, the Culver staff rotating through. J.D. Alley, the head coach, in the dress shirt and tie. We're even at 2. Lowell win here could start an avalanche. Culver win, it's dang near over. Lowell has yet to score a point tonight. They've only run, though, one of their 6 wrestlers. There's Ward trying for the throw. Gets nothing out of it, though. No control. Not yet. Not yet. Rutano trying to quick his way off the mat, and he does. No points. Still 2-2. Rutano, 4th in the state last year, 2nd at the Reesers meet. He's on top. Ward down in referee's position. 1st in state as a sophomore, 2nd as a junior. Of course, that big group of wrestling family at Lowell. We talk about Jeff Cardwell coaching, Dan Cazares, who was with Jeff on those great teams in the 80s under Jerry Dilley. Jerry Dilley still helps work the kids out in the early sessions because Jeff teaches down at Thurston, just down the hill on Highway 58. Heath Harvey, big part of that staff, and Boone Cazares, of course, the older Cazares son who's graduated. We've got 2 more Cazareses to wrestle for Lowell tonight, so don't miss that. Right now, Jason Ward trying to get out of control. Rutano trying to get him off balance and gets a knee high. And look at that jump out of there. Ward taking a real chance, and he does clear himself, and that's the end of the first round. 2-2 tie between Jesus Rutano of Culver and Jackson Ward of Lowell. Going to start up. Rutano won the toss. Ward starts to get low, looking for the leg. Of course, big height difference you can see. Rutano a lot more length. And so it's hard for Ward to get in there if he shoots low. Rutano 24-4 coming into the tournament. Ward was 16-2. All even. Now both wrestlers looking for advantage. They lock up. Now Rutano looked like he was trying to throw, but he ends up on his back, but they're both off the mat, so no advantage. Now we continue to go at it. Now Ward goes in, trying to get a double. Really doesn't have it, but gets some momentum, and he does get Rutano to the mat. There's 2 points for Jackson Ward, and they're off halfway through the second period. So there's your height difference. Again, Ward's got a much better base and was able to just get Rutano off balance by bowling his way into him. Really didn't have a chance to do anything with that double. See, now you see how easy Rutano can get in there on one leg. Gets Ward up in the air, trying to get him to his back. There's the trip, gets him down. And there's 2 quick ones for Rutano. But Ward escapes. Ward starts to turn him around. Ward almost has him to the back. Ward working his way up. 6-5 in favor of Jackson Ward. Big time reversal. Now trying to turn him in the final 30 seconds. Almost has him to the back, got an arm bar strong, looking to pull him over, tilt him in the back points. Nothing as they get off the mat. 15 seconds left in the second round. And Ward working to his advantage, has the lead at 6-5. Ward is up, now warning. Cardwell stays low, doesn't want to give up any points here in the final 10 seconds of a second round. Has him wrapped, he's going to just try to keep him down for the final 5. Round coming up. That's it, 6-5 in favor of Jackson Ward of Lowell against Jesus Rutano of Culver. Final round coming up at 152 pounds, the top 2 teams head to head.
Rodriguez of Hermiston now has a 5-1 lead.
Final 2 minutes. Wrestlers up. Ward goes after him. Ward will hook him up high.
Thomas and Bandera going at it.
And Rattano not exactly extending his legs. I think Ward's going to have a little more leverage if they're even up high. But Rattano has more length to get in there. Comes around the back. He got 2. Rattano makes it 8-6 after escaping and getting the takedown. So now we go the other way, and it's Ward working his way off the bottom. Minute and a half to go. 1:38 exactly. Round number 3 between Jesus Rattano and Jackson Ward. Now they're up even. There's the escape for Ward. It's 8-7. We're off the map. Minute 29 to go. Again, we said this earlier, the one-possession game. 1 point, one move can change it. We already saw Herrera pull that off for Gold Beach. Wrestlers break. Now they come together. Ward goes after him. Gets the 2. Gets around the back. It's 9-8. But this is not a match you can hold on in. Ward up high. He'll let Rattano go. So catch and release. Or even. 9-9. Less than a minute to go. Last shoot might win. Now the wrestlers separate. Back to the center. This could be your whole state meet right here. Ward's got him. Ward puts him to the mat. That'll be 2. No control. Rattano avoided being covered underneath. 30 seconds. Ward never had control and got nothing, takedown or control. Final 25 seconds, dead even at 9. Ward tries to come around the back. 15 seconds. Ward goes after him again, trying to get that leg. Nothing yet. 5 seconds. They're standing. Off the mat. Nothing. We're going overtime. At 1:52, overtime between Jesus Rattano of Culver and Jackson Ward of Lowell. Sudden death. 1 minute. And Rattano's got a leg, and that's it. Rattano wins. Big finish for Culver. Jesus Rattano, the first 2 in overtime, and Ward worked so hard to come back, take the lead. Falls, and Culver is in excellent position now after the overtime victory. They have a 20-point lead. And by my count, Culver has just clinched the state championship. That's unofficial. But it looks like Culver has clinched with an 11-9 victory. Jesus Rattano in overtime against Jackson Ward. And a big hug there on the mat for Rattano, the senior. What did we say earlier? The guy who's never done well at state wins the state championship in his final appearance. How about that? The Culver Bulldogs are championship bound. We've got more trophy presentations and more great action, including a Lowell versus Lowell matchup coming up. You're watching the 2012 OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A1A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.tv.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said,
"Go to Les Schwab."
When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
And your champion from Gold Beach, Kyle Johnston.
And now your presentations of trophies. At 138 pounds, fourth place is Chadine Luberkey of Pine Eagle. Josu Avilés of Central Lynn is third. Josh Cardwell of Loyal finishes second. And Kyle Johnston, three-time state champion from Gold Beach, your state champion after an 8-0 win over Cardwell. 160-pounders coming up.
Second place from Burns, Seth Nonnenmacher. And your 3A 138-pound state champion from Myrtle Point, Tanner Canaday. 4A on mat number 2 at 138 pounds in 6th place from Estacada, Spencer Bradford. In 5th place from Crook County, Brendan Harkey. 4th place from State, Shane Shepard. 3rd place from Brookings Harbor, Cole Hannon. 2nd place from Sweet Home, Tyler Calger. And your 4A 138-pound state champion from North Marion, Lucas Randall. 5A placers on mat number 1 in 6th place from Silverton, Clancy Brady. 5th place from Pendleton, Colt Glenn. 4th place from West Albany, John Hesseltine. 3rd place from Sandy, Brandon Mowry. 2nd place from Pendleton, Piper McCallum. And your 5A 138-pound state champion for the 4th time from Hermiston, Joey Delgado. Mat number 5, your 6A place winners in 6th place from McNary, Justin Lowe. 5th place from McMinnville, Jay DeVera. 4th place from Grants Pass, Luke Collins. 3rd place from Redmond, Chance Lindquist. 2nd place from Roseburg, Brody Foz. Your 6A 138-pound state champion from David Douglas High School, Josh Reyes.
On the 5A mat, coming out at 160 pounds, Garrett Euricia of Lebanon, and his opponent, Kyle Bateman of Sandy. On the 4A mat at 160 pounds, Francisco Saldana of McLaughlin, his opponent, Josh Stanley of Cottage Grove. And at 160 pounds on the 3A mat, Sean.
All right, here we go at 160 pounds. Lowell versus Lowell. Lincoln Cazares, number 1 seed, against a surprise unseeded Austin McNichols, who's, of course, come back from a car accident, broken leg during football. Really got a late start in wrestling this year and has come all the way back, was only ranked like 10th in the state, and has made it all the way to the final after a couple of big upsets. So this is always fun. Two guys that face each other in the room quite a bit. Lincoln Cazares, the district champ, and of course the son of the great Dan Cazares, one of 2 Cazares boys wrestling tonight. And Cazares giving the younger McNichols the business early on. They're actually both sophomores, both 15 years old. Of course, there's such a closeness of those wrestling families who did a lot together in kids club and everything. And I love on the biographies, Austin McNichols is proud that he put Coach Cardwell, that's Jeff Cardwell, on his back. 2-0 early on in favor of Lincoln Cazares. Again, Max Cazares still to come at 182. He's the top seed there. Lincoln the top seed at 160 pounds.
4A scores after 145 pounds in 6th place with 70 points, Ontario. 5th place with 70.5, North Marion. 4th place
The battle continues in round number 1. 2-0 in favor of Cazares.
Second place with 179, Cascade, and your leader with 185.5 points, the Henley Hornets. 5A scores. Top 5 with 92.5 points, West Albany. In fourth place with 123.5.
Now we're up. 18 seconds left. Cazares on top.
In second place with 150 points, Pendleton, and your leader with 160 points, Dallas Dragons.
8 seconds left. And there's 2. So McNichols now on the board, and we're all even.
Oregon City. Third place with 101.5. Crater. In second place by a half point with 102. David Douglas.
And we go out of bounds as we end the first round. McNichols will get nothing. So it's 2-2 at the end of the first round. Lincoln Cazares and Austin McNichols, both of Lowell. McNichols won the toss, declines, so will stand to start the second round. Cazares is wearing the singlet with legs exposed. McNichols covered up. He's got a brace on that left knee. Broke his leg in football season. Lowell football really had a nice renaissance the last few years, thanks to a lot of these wrestlers. Zach Cardwell, 1,000-yard rusher, 2 years ago, in his senior year. And good job by Cazares to get the takedown and get control on top. Now McNichols trying to roll out. Let's see if Cazares lets him go. Now we go back to the middle, minute 20 left in the second period. And the escape and a point for McNichols. Nico Cash coming up for Lowell at 170, and then Max Cazares. So if you're a Lowell fan, this is where you want to be. 4-3 with a minute left in the second round. Now they hook back up. Of course, these are two guys who, it's always interesting to see teammates go at it. They know each other well, see each other in the room a lot, know their moves, certainly. Nice double for Cazares. He's going to get some points here, and he's tilting him to his back. Big trouble here now for McNichols. Now stuck to his back. Big trouble here. Cazares looking for the fall. He's going to get at least 3 for this. It's already 6-3. McNichols spreading it. And they break him. And that's it. That is the fall. And the two teammates, a quick handshake. McNichols knew, that's it. 15 seconds left in round number 2, so that's 2:45 or 3:45 for the fall. Lincoln Cazares, your winner at 160 pounds. And, of course, it's all old coaches. And you see Coach Cardwell giving McNichols a little pep talk there, saying, you're a sophomore, you got to the final. And, of course, he's thinking, I got to keep wrestling this Lincoln Cazares. We're at the same weight. I may need to get a different weight classification. So that'll do it at 160. The fall at a big 6 points there for Lowell with the fall. They go to 114. That's it at 160 pounds. More awards. And the 170-pounders coming up at the 2012 OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A1A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
he'll be red, black, and white again. It'll look good. And he could be blue and yellow.
Saldana gets the takedown to go ahead. 5-4. Less than a minute to go on round number 3. Over Stanley and Montrose.
So, when they get off the mat, they come back in. Sometimes one will kneel and the other gets in position, and then other times they stand and just face it.
Well, if they were already standing and nobody had control, they automatically fall back to standing. If one wrestler had control, but then nothing had changed, they keep that back.
Yeah, I didn't have you going anywhere this week because you were doing something. You were doing something this week, so I didn't have you doing anything. Yeah. Well, you didn't want to go to Pendleton. You didn't want to go to Pendleton anyway.
From Cottage Grove, Josh Stanley is the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the award winners at 145 pounds. Mat number 3, that's A. In 6th place from Riverside, Trevor Graff. In 5th place from Santiam Christian, Jacob Howard. 4th place from Willamina, Travis Hunt. 3rd place from Nissa, Nick Contreras. 2nd place from Lakeview, Jay Lisney. Ladies and gentlemen, your 3A state champion at 145 pounds from Clyde High School, Jake Forrester. On mat 2, your 4A state place winners. In 6th place from Ontario, Max Maida. In 5th place from Banks, place from Malone, Zach Trask. In second place from Cascade, Ryan Dosler. And your 4A 145-pound state champion from Phoenix, Eleazar DeLuca. On that, won your 5A state placers in sixth place from Hood River Valley, Cesar Zarate. In fifth place from Crescent Valley, Brennan King. In fourth place from Hermiston, Lupe Delgado. In third place from Silverton, Nick Camus. In second place from Dallas, Wyatt Pasatino. And your 5A 145-pound state champion from Churchill High School, Joe Potts. Mat number 5, the 6A place winners. In sixth place from Tiger, Brandon Detra. Fifth place from Glencoe, Chris Nance. Fourth place from Aloha, Jake Neal. Third place from Canby, Keith Nichols. Second place from Crater, Cody Gray. And your 6A 145-pound state champion from Roseburg, Reed Van Anroy. Your place winners in 2A 1A on mat number 4.
And here we go with our placers at 145 pounds. Brody Edmonds, freshman from Oak Ridge, finished fourth place. Quinn Johansson of Vernonia, a senior, finished third. Second place finisher was Zach Cody, a senior from Crane. And your state champion completing the 4-year sweep of the state championships, Quinn Johnston. Coming up, 170-pounders heading for the mat.
Moving on to mat number 5 in the 6A division. Welcome, please, 170-pounders, Jake Bennett of Forest Grove and his opponent, Jacob Childs of Barlow. On the 2A 1A mat, and mat number 4, 170-pounders, Kip Miller of Pine Eagle and his opponent, Nico Cash.
170-pounders set to rumble. And more Lowell wrestlers. They can't win state, but they're going to finish second. They have locked it up now because third place Gold Beach has no more wrestlers. Nico Cash, the third seed, takes on unseeded Kip Miller of Pine Eagle. Miller in the all-red. Cash in the red, black, and white of Lowell. And we can confirm the team scores. Culver has clinched with 128 points. Lowell has clinched second at 114.5. And Gold Beach is third at 68. Crane will finish fourth with 65 points. Vernonia should score more points. Vernonia could still finish ahead of Crane, but will need a technical fall to tie or a fall to win. So Vernonia's still got a chance at fourth place. They're sitting in fifth right now. They have two wrestlers left. They're not favored to win at 182, but Brett Bennis is the top seed at 195 against unseeded Justin Hendricks. So Vernonia could still move up in the final team total. We're all even here early on. Miller, the junior, Cash, the senior. Kip Miller, 33-3 this year, won the Elgin Winter Classic champion, coached by Itzy Tanaka for the Pine Eagle Spartans. One of the smallest schools represented here at the tournament, 17-year-old junior. And Nico Cash, state champion and district champion a year ago. And they're locked up high early on.
With 35 seconds left in the first round, Brunson leads 12.
This class is a little discombobulated by upsets in the bracket. Ivan Gallen of Culver was the top seed, and Miller upset him in the semis. Gallen ended up finishing fourth. Cash was the third seed, upset Caleb Gilbert of Central Lynn, buried him 17-5 in the semis. And Gilbert beat Galen for third place. Going to the second round, all even. No scoring in the first round. Nico Cash of Lowell, Kip Miller of Pine Eagle, and frankly, they've been dancing around each other so far. Miller got off to a good start with a fall against Jeff Bentham, one of the tough Bentham brothers from Napa. Put him down early in the third round. 1-0 here, as Miller has made an escape. Now Cash tries to pull Miller to him, unbalance him, gets nothing out of that. Miller ducks in. Works it again. Looking for and he gets that leg high. Nice work by Miller. Let's see what he can do. Can he get him to the back? Comes around. Yep, he gets two and allows him to escape. So 3-1 in favor of Kip Miller of Pine Eagle. Nice work for the takedown. Didn't have great control and let Cash go instead of scrambling to hang on. Final minute of round number 2. Now Miller goes at it again. Miller's liking to duck in and go after that left leg. And there's two as we go out of bounds for Cash. It's all 30 seconds left in round 2, and Miller is down. Cash over his back. Cash gets some leverage, but Miller's able to work his way out of it. Pretty good test of wills there. And now they're up and even, and there's the escape. 4-3 now in favor of Miller. Final seconds of round number 2. And that's it, 4-3. Kip Miller of Pine Eagle leading Nico Cash of Lowell. 170 pounds. We go to the third round, and Cash is going to choose down. Miller still on top. Cash trying to escape, and then we can be all even here for a trophy dash. Miller pretty strong up on top, has one leg locked in good. Working on that right arm, now goes across. Trying to gut wrench him. Little hand fight, Miller hanging on and gets that leg locked again. So Miller pretty good high and low. Cash working around, gets to his base and escapes, and we're even. Minute 13 to go, all even at 4-4 between Kip Miller and Nico Cash. Miller in the all red, Cash in the red, black, and white. Next takedown might win. As they dance away from each other and now towards each other. 1 minute. Miller goes after the leg again. This time he tries the right. Cash steps away. Edge of the mat. Miller wants the edge to his back. Well, Kip Miller's had the much better looks. Let's see if he can make one stick. It's low again. And a point for Miller. 10 seconds. Cash attacking. Cash trying to get it back. Time's going to run out. He's going to try a triple play. No! And hanging off a late point, Kip Miller. 5-4. Miller, a hard-fought victory. Kip Miller of Pine Eagle, the winner, 5-4 at 170 pounds. And Pine Eagle moves up, joining Hosanna Christian. They started the evening tied, and they both moved ahead of Oak Ridge into a tie for 10th place. We've got awards coming up, and then we go to 182 pounds and another guy named Cazares. You're watching the OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A, 1A Wrestling Championships from Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Portland. This is OSAA.TV.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said, "Come on in." They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn. There you go. And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Champion at 170 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the presentation awards at 152 pounds. First on mat 2, your 4A place winners. Presented by Mr. Charlie Anthony. 6th place from Crook County, Tyler Rockwood. 5th place from Mazama, Aaron Boatwright. 4th place from Philomen, Michael Hill. 3rd place from Hidden Valley, Seth Sotelo. 2nd place from Malala, Cole McGann. And your 4A 152-pound state champion from McLaughlin, Ryan Bullock. Your 5A place winners on mat number 1, presented by Mr. Robert Hungerford. In 6th place from Summit, Connor Ruth. In 5th place from Sherwood, Danny Rice. In 4th place from Hood River Valley, David Blum. In 3rd place from Dallas, Josh Christensen. In 2nd place from Churchill, Chase Kearney. And your 5A 152-pound state champion from Hermiston, Abraham Rodriguez. 6A place winners on mat number 5, presented by Mr. Roger Sales. In 6th place from Centennial, Austin Sucoast. 5th place from McMinnville, Tiger Posh. 4th place from Canby, Stephen Doman. 3rd place from David Douglas, Elijah Taylor. 2nd place from Roseburg, Ian Thomas. And your 6A 152-pound state champion from Roseburg, Hector Mandera. 2A 1A place winners, mat number 4, presented by Mr. Mase Mayaki.
And time to meet our place winners at 152 pounds. Joe Bennis from Vernonia, fourth place finisher of a senior. Max Ishida from Adrian, also a senior, finished third. And it was the championship match that clinched the team championship for Culver, as Jesus Reitano of Culver defeated Jackson Ward in overtime, 11-9, and that gave Culver the state championship. Coming up, we go to 182 pounds. $182-pound final. Max Cazares of Lowell against Jake Stevens of Vernonia. This is number one against number two. Now Vernonia has a chance, as we said, to get up to third place, but they're going to need some help. They're 8 points behind Gold Beach right now, and they've got two matches coming up. Jake Stevens and Brett Bennis. Bennis will be a heavy favorite at 195, so Stevens needs to get something done here to help Vernonia move on up. Max Cazares, the top seed, the other Cazares son, wrestling tonight. So, of course, we've had Boone come through. And now Max will be the third of the night. Boone now helping coach. Lincoln wrestled earlier, now Max. Max 17-4 coming into the tournament. Stevens 18-5. Max won an earlier meeting this year. And a quick 2 points for Cazares. Now in the Oregon Classic, it was a 1 point battle between these two, so pretty good stuff. Of course, Max did not wrestle until his sophomore year after a car accident in the 8th grade. And of course, is finishing his career strong, and Max is getting some back points right away here. And Steven says, "I'll leave the mat, thank you." Well, not yet. He's not off yet. Max keeping both feet on. Now they're going to break him. So it's 5-3 now in favor of Cazares. That was very close to being over. Stevens goes to the down position. Cazares trying to win his second straight state title. Again, he was told he would never wrestle again after the car accident. Stevens, the district champion, won the Pac Rim tournament at his weight. Still 5-3 here, and that's the end of round one. 5-3 in favor of Max Cazares. Because we've talked about Jeff Cardwell, who's been a busy guy out on the coach's chair tonight. Vernonia, coached by Chris Wolf and Chris Brennis. And here we go with the second round. Stevens starts down. Cazares maintaining control. Cazares working high, trying to get Stevens to do something. Starts to cradle him. Gets a wrist. Chasing an leg. Now comes underneath for the other wrist. Try to turn him that way, and he's getting some back exposure. Good work by Cazares. Turning Stevens again. Stevens in trouble. He bridges out. That'll be two. 2 back points, 7-3 now in favor of Cazares. So that's twice now. Stevens has been in big trouble and gotten out of it. 7-3 now in favor of Max. Getting down near the last minute of a second round. Cazares working on top with a 4-point lead. And the escape. Cazares will go back to work now, 7-4. You know, sometimes you just kind of have to let it go. You're going to get called for stalling if you can't do anything when you're on top. Might as well start over, and you know you have some kind of advantage. Cazares a little more experienced and certainly the favorite here. Although, again, these two were close this year, just a 1-point margin at the Classic. Great to have you with us tonight on OSAA.tv. Hey, if you don't like our action, go click one of the other 4 streams, and you can see what's going on in 5A, 6A, 4A, or 3A. And all the matches tonight will be archived this evening, and you can view them all at OSAA.tv. Cazares now a leg up in the air. A little trouble here. Stevens at the end of the round. There's nothing. Wow. That's the end of the second round, and a break for Cazares. Stevens trying to score the takedown. Cazares will start in referee's position. And the final 2 minutes. 2 seniors closing out their wrestling careers. Someone's going to win a state championship. In fact, 3 seniors on this podium in the 2A, 1A ranks. Cazares trying to work his way out now. Getting to his base. Is he going to stand? Yes, he will. Break those hands. Oh, he's thrown back down. No escape for Cazares. And a good and safe throw by Stevens. Took him to the shoulder. Stevens has him over the top. Trying to get a half Nelson. Now working the right arm, rolls him in. Nothing to the back. Now Stevens hanging in there, and Cazares is the one looking a little more fragile now in the third round. Stevens has been on his back twice, but he's only trailing by 3 points. Rolls through, stays on top. Trying to break down that arm, get Cazares to his back. Can't control an arm, though, and so Cazares continues to crawl away. Stevens needs to climb the mountain a little bit here. Still working a little low, got one strong. Oh, now there's some back points there. Look at this. Cazares is on his back. Stevens has turned the tables. Stevens very close. Stevens all but the fall. This will be 3 points on the back. 25 seconds left. Cazares reverses. So we were tied, but now Cazares gets 2 more. 9-7 for Max Cazares. Did Stevens use it all up? Trying to get the fall. Now Cazares has him deep. 10 seconds left. Cazares has to hang on, but don't get called for the stall. They warn him both. Now, it looked like they signaled a point for Cazares, but they don't post it. Now, I didn't think there'd been a previous warning. They're both warned. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. The clock didn't start. Boone Cazares is going nuts of a Lowell bench. And there it is. Max Cazares, back-to-back state champions. 10-7 victory, and Stevens was so close just seconds ago, and he knows it. Lowell picks up 4 more points to go to 118.5, and Max Cazares makes it another state champion. So the brothers, Lincoln and Max, both win state championships tonight. 195-pounders and more trophy presentations coming up at the 2012 OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A1A Wrestling Championships. You're watching OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from US Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. US Bank.
Scored. Now the other wrestler is down for 30 seconds. Ties the score. Smith of West Albany is a champion in the 5A division.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the place winners at 160 pounds. On that one, the 5A taking 5th place from Bend, Willie Abt. In 4th place from Willamette, Joe Jones. 3rd place from Dallas, Tyler Payne. 2nd place from Sandy, Kyle Bateman. Your 5A 160-pound champion from Lebanon, Garrett Yerudia. Down on mat number 5, the 6A place winners. In 6th place from Clackamas, Taylor Becker. In 5th place from Forest Grove, Kyle Vanderkin. 4th place from Hillsboro, John Morin. 3rd place from Roseburg, Javier Mandetta. 2nd place from West Lynn, Tyler Shea. And your 6A 160-pound champion from Redmond, Boomer Fleming. To a 1A at number 4.
And your placers at 160 pounds. 4th place is Mark Lacoste, a junior from Central Lynn. 3rd place goes to Enterprise senior Brock Hayes. Second place, and everybody on top is from Lowell here. Second place, Austin McNichols. And, of course, he was pinned by Lincoln Cazares in the championship at 160 pounds. So Lowell 1 and 2 at 160 pounds. Coming up, the 195-pound championships. Stick around. You're watching OSAA TV.
Chase Anderson. In 5th place from Henley, Harmon Peter. 4th place from Crook County, Dean Smith. 3rd place from State, Cody Branch. 2nd place from McLaughlin, Francisco Saldana. And your 4A 160-pound state champion from Cottage Grove, Josh Stanley.
Randy Hecker from Les Schwab, please come to the head table. Randy Hecker from Les Schwab, please come to the head table. $195 in the 6A division.
So we get ready for the 195-pound matches. Let's give you a team score update. Culver, of course, has clinched the championship at 128. Lowell has 118.5. They have clinched second place. Gold Beach has now clinched third with 68 points because Vernonia did not score any more points in that last match. Vernonia can still finish fourth, but they need a fall or technical fall in this next match coming up. Right now, Crane is still hanging on to fourth with 65 points. Vernonia has 60. And Neocani rounding out the top 5 with 55. And Neocani has no more points available. Here we go at 195. Brett Bennis of Vernonia, the number 1 seed in the black, going against Justin Hendricks in the orange from Culver. 2 seniors. Number 1 seed again was Bennis, who has won both his matches so far by fall and is heavy favorite in this one. Hendricks pinned freshman Angus Swan in the first round and then knocked off Eric Repke of Enterprise to get here. And there is Hendricks getting early too. Look at these guys. Mobile big man and the escape, and it's quickly 2-1. We're looking group here at 195. Hendricks was up at 220 and had to really cut big time. Now he looks pretty solid here. You see him picking up Bennis. Hendricks was at 220 and cut to 195 by the end of the year. That's pretty hard work. Bennis 18-2 in the regular season. Hendricks 17-4. So I believe this is the first time they've seen each other this year. (6-2) now in favor of Hendricks. Bennis won his district championship, won Pacific Rim in his weight class, Klatskanai. Tells us today his record's now 28-2 for the Vernonia Loggers. Dave and Diane Bennis. His coach, his parents, Chris Wolf, Chris Barnes, Scott Rethwell. The coaches for Vernonia, so the Loggers are going to get in the top 5. Like to get some points here, but they're trailing right now 6-4 with 5 seconds left in the round. And Hendricks holding his own. Of course, guys that cut down, especially if you haven't seen a lot of your opponents all year, always a little bit of a mystery at state. So the team championship decided for Culver. And we come to the end of the round. We get points there. Yes. One more for Hendricks. It's 7-4. And now we have injury time for Bennis, who's limping a little bit, knee bothering him, but just for a second. So we'll toss for position. Hendricks wins. He defers. And for the second round, Bennis will start down. Trailing by 4. It looks to be a little creaky on his knees right now. You can see the wraps on both knees. Hendricks reaching through the crotch, trying to hold that thigh. Allows the escape. 8-5. They're locked up high. Hendricks has been the aggressor. Now just a little hand fight. Taking a shot is Bennis. Bennis trying for the double. Can't do much with it, though. And could knock Hendricks off balance. And Hendricks will score, 10-5. So after all that, Hendricks comes around the back and gets 2. And he allows the escape, so 10-6. So Hendricks has been pretty happy with catch and release wrestling. And we're midway through this bout. 1 minute left in the second round, 10-6 in favor of Hendricks. Culver trying to finish with a flourish. This is your final Culver wrestler. They've already clinched the championship, have 128 points. And again, Lowell's wrapped up second, so those two great programs. Taking home more hardware. Oh, look at Bennis getting in there now. Boy, Bennis takes him down, rides up that high leg, all the way into control in the back. Trying to bar that arm back. Now reaches around the face and reaches through. He could turn him there. He's got that left arm pulled through. Hendricks trying to back his way out of it. Hendricks just getting to his base, and he does. So no more there. But Bennis really going after him now as we come to the end of round 2, and he's cut the lead. 10-8 now in favor of Justin Hendricks of Culver in the orange. Brett Bennis of Vernonia in the black. Bennis, the top seed. It's Hendricks' choice here. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go down. So Bennis showing some aggression there at the end of the round and almost got some back exposure. Underway at 195 pounds. 2 bouts to go and 2 outstanding specimens coming up here in David Henry and Josh Parazu. You're going to see each of them at 220 and 285. It's always impressive, the big guys who can also move. Get the escape. And we'll go back to the middle here. Boy, and something is bothering Bennis. I don't know if it's the knees or he's just tired right now, but he has taken his time getting back to position. 10-8 with a minute and a half to go. Hendricks is down. Bennis doesn't even look comfortable getting into a start position. Still even. Each wrestler has a leg, so we stay even. Getting off the mat. Now we're off. Put him back in the middle, no change, 102 remaining.
No score in round 1 for the big guys, Turek and Fox.
Now they get back in there. Boy, Bennis taking all the time he can. Now a warning. Or maybe a caution. Bennis tries to turn him. Haven't broken it yet. Still nothing. Now they go to the back. And now 1 point for Hendricks. Go to 11-8. So Hendricks gets the escape. 53 seconds left. Bettis has showed some strength, but Hendricks has led since the beginning. Bettis, dangerous hold here around the throat. May get warned here in a second. Referee right on it. Trying to rock him. Roll to some back points. .25 seconds. There's still time here for Bettis to pull something off. And now he's got to let him go. Couldn't do anything with it. Might as well get back up. And now it's 4 points. Now he has to get him down and get him to his back, and he'll shoot with 10 seconds left. Has the leg. Edge of the mat, they're off. Now it's going to have to happen really fast, or Hendricks is going to win. And Hendricks will be able to stay away. There's the shot. Doesn't matter. 12-8. Justin Hendricks caps the evening for Culver with a 12-8 victory over Brett Bennis of Vernonia. .12-8 the final. Justin Hendricks wins, and Culver finishes with 132 points. So Culver wrestlers individually win 1, 2, 3, 4 state championships, and that was the difference in their battle with Lowell. We got awards when we come back, and then we get on to the big boys, 220, and you're going to want to watch this, Matt, because if you haven't heard of David Henry of Oakland, you will know him when he is done. You're watching OSAA.tv.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
State champion for Hillsborough, under 95 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, drawing your attention to the award stands for the place winners at 170 pounds. At mat 5, the 6A winners. In 6th place from Grants Pass, Chad Lowe. In 5th place from Grants Pass, Ryan Sheen. 4th place from North Medford, Reed Shipley. 3rd place from West Lynn, Ryan Harmon. 2nd place from Barlow, Jacob Childs. And your 6A 170 pound state champion from Forest Grove, Jake Bennett. Your 2A 1A placers on mat 4.
Let's meet our placers now at 170 pounds. Ivan Galen of Culver, the senior, finished 4th. Caleb Gilbert of Central Lynn was 3rd. He's a junior. Nico Cash of Lowell finishing 2nd. And, of course, he lost it on that late point from Kip Miller. Pine Eagle Jr. is your state champion at 170 pounds. 5-4 of a decision against Cash. Coming up, 220-pounders, David Henry. Arashi Pierre coming up.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Winners at mat 1 for 5A. In 6th place from Ben, Gunnar Crawford. In 5th place from Middleton, Alex Ortiz. 4th place from Lebanon, Daniel Aranda. 3rd place from Summit, Joaquin Reyes. 2nd place from Silverton, Quinn Dreyer. And ladies and gentlemen, for the 4th time in Oregon, at 170 pounds, your state champion from Churchill, Zach Brunson.
Steely Smith of West Albany, and his opponent, Ben Rabishki of Dallas.
220-pound champion and a wrestler many think is the best in the state at his weight, no matter what the class. He's the fellow bouncing up and down there. David Henry, the junior from Oakland, and he's going to take on Arashi Pierre, also a junior from Napa. Henry, aggressive, fast, strong, and you see him go right at it. Great quickness. He's already an All-American, defending state champ. 4th place at Greco Nationals. Has great upper body work, and there he's got him up in the air. That didn't take long for a quick 2 for Henry. I mean, and you can see he's in a class by himself with his speed versus strength. He's not a terribly long 220-pounder, very solidly built, great base in his hips and legs, you can see. And a guy you're going to be hearing from, coached by Aaron Swan and Joe Henry for the Okers. And look at him just grinding away on top, getting ready to turn Pierre. And Pierre's tilting right now. This might not last very long. That's it. 53 seconds in. David Henry taking care of business. So 3 bouts here. He wins in 33 seconds with a fall in the quarterfinals against Tim Nelson of Heppner. He beats Drace Muller of Nestucca in 40 seconds. It took a whole 53 seconds to win the championship. David Henry, back-to-back state champs, and he makes it look easy for the Okers. More awards to come, and the heavyweights. The big man from Sile will wrap it up for us. You're watching the OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A, 1A Wrestling State Championships. This is OSAA.TV.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said,
Go to Les Schwab.
When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Pacheco picks up a fall in the 3A division.
Hold your shot when we get on the air until it's perhaps the happiest wrestlers in the building outside of the building where the wrestlers from Spring High School, because that victory for Doherty has to
Picks up a fall at 220 pounds.
hand out the awards at 182 and get you to the big guys. Close things out in Memorial Coliseum. There's your winner, Mick Doherty of Barlow, state champion at 220. Back after this on OSAA.tv.
Ben Ramiski of Dallas is leading 8-1 down on mat number 1.
I should have waited to give that to you.
I don't think there's anything in it for me, actually.
No, it's more for you guys.
Yeah, it's fine.
So after the team awards, we're
We'll just do the rest.
But
well, that's the last thing anyway.
yeah.
And you know they go 4-4-4-4, 3-3-3-3. That's how they do it.
Stand by, coming back. Oh no! Oh yeah, I think I do. In fact, actually, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be next door. I'm working against the. I'll come over. I'll tell you this week. I'll say he was gonna do 2 for sure. He was gonna do 2. Yeah, let me see what we got. I was going to go grab this. Now I'm going to go Oregon wants me to come get CBS news. I did that. I just want to see on the radio. Sure. So anyway, I got to shuffle and see if somebody else wants. Okay, but I might do that. I might have you pick on it around. So I got to go like it'll be like it's an online thing. It's similar to these type of. So yeah, I might have you come in like that. And remember, you just stay in there. Yeah, because you're doing everything right. So I would say like.
Ben Ramiski from Dallas, the Dragons champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the award stands for the place winners at 182 pounds. First on mat number 4, 2A1A. Placing fourth for Joseph, Matthew Stagel.
The 182-pound awards being presented right now. Our fourth place finisher from Joseph is sophomore Matthew Stagel. Third place finisher Austin Cherry, senior from Neocani. Second place Jake Stevens from Vernonia, a senior. And in dramatic style, your state champion, 2 champions in the family, Max Cazares of Lowell with a 10-7 victory over Jake Stevens. That's your podium at 182 pounds. Heavyweight wrestlers and the rest of the hardware all coming up.
In third place from Sheridan, Kyle Welcho. In second place from Dayton, Daniel Dixon. And your 3A 182-pound champion from Riverside, Britton Hanson. For a place winners on mat 2, in sixth place from Sweet Home, Chance Yucatan. In fifth place from Brookings Harbor, CJ Paxton. Fourth place from Cascade, Zach Soto. Third place from Lamine, Garrett Searcy. Second place from Haley, Philip Morgan. And your 4A 182-pound state champion of Cascade, Cody Crawford.
I came home early. We got done so early last week. I can't remember.
One of the 5A place winners in 6th place from Bend, Kenny Daly. In 5th place from Cleveland, Keegan Hammond. 4th place from Hood River Valley, Nick Morgan. 3rd place from Angels Point, Johnny Wilkerson. 2nd place from Sammy Manny Dickinson. And your 5A 182-pound state champion from West Albany, Riker Smith. Your 6A place winners, round number 5, 182 pounds. 6th place from Century, Chris Lindholm. In 5th place from Tualatin, Connor Chio. In 4th place from Hillsborough, Troy Jackson. In 3rd place from Roseburg, Andrew Wheaton. In 2nd place from Crater, Chance Bondridge. And ladies and gentlemen, a 4-time state champion from Sprague High School, Brandon Griffin.
And the 285-pound weight class, on mat number 5 in the 6A division, Mark Randall of Roseburg. His opponent, Chip Spears of Sheldon. On the 2A-1A mat, Josh Parazu of Scio. His opponent, Jacob Jeffries of Riddle.
Time to unleash the big man. The 285-pounder set to go at it. Josh Parazu of Scio and Jacob Jeffries of Riddle. Of course, Parazu, pretty experienced here. Went to nationals in freestyle 4 times as a schoolboy. 2nd place in state middle school. Was not the top seed, but McDermott of Crane and beat him bad, 9-2 in the semis. Parazu, a big part of that line. Scio's excellent football teams. And he's locked up with Jacob Jeffries, the number 2 seed from Riddle, who's got 2 victories by fall. 2nd round falls against Ben Canojo of Imbler and Sam Kanagi of Nestucca. And you can see Jeffries trying to get off the mat, and he does. Jeffries is very excited to be in the state finals. And I love some of the thank yous. These kids write some really heartfelt things every year. And he basically, Jeffrey's comment was, I want to thank all my past and present teammates, football and wrestling coaches for helping me get better. That's it. Just getting better. And that's what you can do in a wrestling room and on a mat. That's what a sport will do for you, even if you don't win championships. So Jeffries has made it through to the final. No score early on. He and Parazu both working up high. Of course, McDermott was expected to win this thing. Jeffries was ranked number 2, Parazu 3. And Parazu won an earlier encounter between the two this year. Pretty even here early on. Midway through the first round. Riddle getting around the back. Jeffries may get something here. He's around the back. Doesn't have control, though. Parazu walking away from him. Parazu trying to break the hands. Close. There it is. 2 points. Parazu scores first, and now Parazu gets around the back. Well, Jeffries had a lot of time to work on that, too. Now they stand. Now we go the other way, and it's Jeffries trying to break the hands. Parazu trying to leverage him. Jeffries gets a trip on him. Takes out that one leg. Trying to get around the back. And we're off. Back to the middle. 5 seconds left in the first round. Heavyweight championship. Culver, if you joined us late, Culver's clinched the team championship. Lowell's second. And a great run by Gold Beach. 3 guys in the finals, 3 championships, and Gold Beach gets up to 3rd. Crane is clinched 4th, Vernonia 5th, Neocani 6th. Nestucca 7th right now. Enterprise 8th. Central Lynn 9th. Hosanna Christian 10th. Piney Eagle and Oakland tied for 11th. Now, Perazoo can change that. No, he can't change it no matter what. Scio will be 14th. Oakland and Pine Eagle tied. Oak Ridge is 12th. Or 13th all by themselves now with the tie. And Scio will finish regardless in 14th. Well, Scio could tie if they get a fall here. So we're doing math while we speak. That's always risky. So Perazoo with the fall, and Scio could move up a click. Riddle's tied with Hepner for 16th right now, and they could move up. In fact, they could pass Scio with a fall, so if Jeffries wins by fall, we go way off the mat here. Riddle could move up ahead of Scio. So a few things still at stake in the team competition, but we know that the team trophies riding over to beautiful Central Oregon, head of, or the end, I should say, of Lake Billy Chinook, Culver, where they raise crop and they raise good wrestlers and football players. One of the best, Nevin Lewis, football and track. He's had a great run here at Portland State University. Playing football for the Vikings, and Nigel Burton, one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. 2-1 now the score as Jeffries has picked up a point. Now we're standing even with a minute left in the second period. So both these guys with great upper body strength. It's almost a draw when they're locked up high. Now attacking the leg. Perazoo's got, or check that, Jeffries has got it, and he gets 2. No, he doesn't. Oh, I thought they were going to give him the 2, but they get off the mat. So still 2-1. Perazoo dodging a bullet there, and now Perazoo backs him up a little more. Jeffries comes around the back. Tried this before. Perazoo with some leverage. And a trip down, but they're going to get out of bounds. Still even. Well, and the Scio coach has won a point there. They'll get nothing. Still even. 30 seconds left in round number 2. So coming up, we have 3 sets of individual medals to present, and then we'll have the team trophies before we close out our night here at Memorial Coliseum. Veterans Memorial Coliseum, as it was officially renamed last year. Getting back to the original intent of this building, built in 1959 to honor the veterans of World War II in Korea. Of course, very meaningful now. Veterans of other conflicts coming home every day. Third round begins, 2-1 in favor of Perazoo. Josh Perazoo of Scio leading Jacob Jeffries of Riddle, 2-1. Jeffries on top. Perazoo, though, getting to his feet. Got one knee down and turns it around. There it is. Reversal, and it's 4-1 for Perazoo. Now the Scio coaches, I think, want to stall. And they're going to break him up, and there's a point for Riddle. 4-2 now the score. Perazoo will work from the top with 1:35 to go. Jeffries ending his career. Perazoo got a year to go. Comes around the top. It's around that neck. They're going to break him. And there's the escape for Jeffries. 4-3 now. Well, this has got a long way to go here with 1:10 to go. Now we're off the mat. Bring him back to the middle. And we're standing again. They lock up high. Perazoo got a hand quickly, trying to do something with it. Perazoo pushing and now pulling, or I should say Jeffries, You don't see their backs. You know, they're wearing all black singlets just with logos, so it's a little hard to see. Now we get something there. Yes, we do. Parizeau around the back as we get off the mat. And Jeffries came down landed on his head, so we'll go to injury time. As Parizeau brought him to the mat. It was a little bit of a smack for Jeffries. So we'll go to injury time here. But 6-3 now in favor of Josh Parizeau, and that was great quickness. Boy, and you see the difference in heavyweights. And, of course, it's been a while since the heavyweight class was changed to 285, so there's a maximum. And you just don't have the great giants of men out there. And you look at a guy like Parizeau, who's pretty well put together at 285. And, of course, I'm pretty sure he's the biggest lineman on SIO's outstanding football team this year. They finished second in the state.
2-1. Now in favor of Dawson.
And trainer out, checking on Jeffries. And we'll continue. Just 45 seconds left in this match, so Jeffries has a little business to attend to. Obviously needs to escape and get a takedown, and he's just about out. Got his feet up. This will give him a chance. He's on his feet, got to break the hands. Instead, he rolls Parizeau to the mat. But Parizeau retains control, so no change. Nothing happened. Jeffries couldn't quite get up. Now he's going to stand again. He's going to try the same thing, maybe? Now he's going for a leg. Tries the trip. Parizeau holding him off. They go off the mat with 18 seconds left. Boy, Jeffries is trying everything here at the end. Had a couple of good ideas, but couldn't make it stick. Parizeau able to fight him off. 18 seconds left. Same thing. Jeffries needs to escape and get a takedown, and time is short. Parizeau hanging on. There's the escape. 7 seconds. Jeffries has to go at him now. 5. There he goes. 2 seconds. Can't do it. Parizeau got him. And Josh Parizeau is the state champion. 6-4 the final. A game effort by Jacob Jeffries, who couldn't quite make a couple of moves stick. Little frustration at the end there. But a great battle between two big men. And Josh Parizeau of SIO is the state champion. Jeffries wants no part of a hug, but that's how it goes on championship night. And SIO remains in 14th place, so that's how the teams will finish. That completes our individual competition. When we come back, we have individual place winners in 3 events, and we'll have the team trophy presentations. Culver is your 2A, 1A champion. Lots of hardware to give out now at the 2012 OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from US Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. US Bank.
Your 4A placers, Mat 2. In 6th place from North Bend, Zach Olander. In 5th place from Banks, Bubba Brown. In 4th place from Henley, Drake Dow. In 3rd place from State, Mitch Kinsey. 2nd place from Sweet Home, Wade Paulus. And your 4A 195-pound state champion from Sutherland, Bo Groff. 5A state placers on Mat 1. In 6th place from Sandy, Jeremy Funk. In 5th place from Sherwood, Ryan Jurgens. In 4th place from Mountain View, Trevor Roberts. 3rd place from Ashland, Mason Montgomery. In 2nd place from West Albany, Jackson Soto. And your 5A 195-pound state champion from Wilson High School, Brian Wojon. Your 6A placers on Mat 5. In 6th place from Canby, Caleb Snodgrass. In 5th place from McNary, Tyler Brown. In 4th place from Southridge, Dre Johnson. 3rd place from Roseburg, Selmar Hutchins III. Second place from Lake Oswego, Austin Fonts. And your 6A, 195-pound state champion from Hillsboro, Jacob Durant. 2A, 1A placers on mat 4.
Let's meet our 195-pound placers. Sean Moses of Hosanna Christian finished 4th place. Eric Repke, senior, finished 3rd. Second place finisher, Brett Bennis, the senior from Vernonia, the top seed. And the victor, in dramatic fashion, from Culver, Justin Hendricks, 12-8 winner at 195 pounds. Still got the 220 and 285-pound placers coming up. Reminder that if you'd like your very own copy of any of this mat competition this weekend, go online to prepfilms.com and you can order any of the individual mats. You'll get all the final bouts in each classification, plus the March of Champions. That'll be on every DVD. Recorded earlier, always a favorite. And, of course, you can watch the archives anytime at OSAA.tv. They'll be posted later this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the award winners for 220 pounds. Mat number 2, the 4A winners in 6th place from Ontario, Gabriel Gonzalez. In 5th place from Elmira, Andrew Piper. In 4th place from Mazama, Trevor Dara. In 3rd place from Cascade, Dustin Johnson. In 2nd place from Siuslaw, Sunny Tatua. 4A's 220-pound state champion from Madras, Travis Williams. On that one, the 5A placers in 6th place from Cleveland, Andy Morrison. In 5th place from Dallas, Riley Syke. 4th place from Summit, Caden Olson. In 3rd place from Hood River Valley, Juan Carlos Hernandez. In 2nd place from West Albany, Steely Smith. And your 5A 220-pound state champion from Dallas, Ben Rebishki. 6A placers on mat 5. From Roseburg in 6th place, Ben Gorigolzari. In 5th place from Lake Oswego, Turner Young. In 4th place from Crater, Derek Turituri. In 3rd place from David Douglas, Cody Patterson. 2nd place from Oregon City, Michael McCoy. And your 6A 220-pound state champion from Barlow High School, Mick Doherty. On that 4, your 2A 1A state placers.
Let's meet our placers at 220 pounds. 4th place, Cody Worthington from North Lake, a senior. Drace Moeller, freshman from Nestucca, finished 3rd. Arashi Pierre, the junior from Napa, finished second, and it did not take long for David Henry, the junior from Oakland, to win the state championship. 3 falls, a total, get this, a total, and I got to add this up quickly, 1 minute 37, total of 2 minutes of wrestling time for his 3 wins. Total 2 minutes on the mat this weekend. That is awesomeness. David Henry is your 220-pound champion. Still got the heavyweight medals to give out, and then we'll do the team trophies. Stick around.
Second place from Road River, Cody Worthington. And your 3A 220-pound state champion from Dayton, Chancellor Pacheco. 285-pounders, if you move to the awards area, please. Once again, we need all of the 285-pound state place winners to the awards area, please. Your 285-pound state place winners on mat 1, the 5A, presented by Mr. Robert Hungerford. In 6th place from Mountain View, Brian Chapman. 5th place from Pendleton, Sean Van Pelt. 4th place from Springfield, Cody Jancy. 3rd place from Pendleton, PJ Schubert. 2nd place from Eagle Point, Manny Valdovinos. And your 5A 285-pound state champion for the Churchill Lancers, Will Dawson. 6A, mat 5. In 6th place, presented by Mr. Roger Sales. From Tigard, Eric Franco. In 5th place, from Sprague, Max Hollis. In 4th place, from Aloha, Michael Kluge. In 3rd place, from Oregon City, Jared Groner. In 2nd place, from Sheldon, Chet Spears. And your 6A 285-pound champion from Roseburg, Mark Rendell. 2A, 1A place winners on mat 4.
Here are your 285-pound place winners for 2A and 1A. Zach Bowman, senior from Monroe, finished 4th. Brad Toombs from Gilchrist finished 3rd. He's a senior. Jacob Jeffries of Riddle, senior, finished 2nd. And a state champion from Scio, the junior Josh Parazu. And it's nice to see the two stand next to each other, although Jeffries still can't quite look at him. little tough ending there for Jeffries, but took some good shots at it at the end. Parazu is your state champion, and we've got one more set of awards to give, and they're the good ones. Team trophies. We'll bring our top teams up here in just a moment to present the trophies.
3rd place from Walport, Christian Houston. 2nd place from Rainier, CJ Osterman.
While we have a chance online here, I want to acknowledge all of our crew that worked very hard tonight. We had 16 people here bringing you all 5 of the mats, and again, you can watch all of the action from all 5 of the mats anytime you like at OSAA.tv. Our photographers tonight, Dylan Lewis, Don Benson, Gary Beck, Jeff Park, and Eric Austin. Our laptop operators doing all the graphics for you. Rich Green, Gerald Lewis, Devin Fadenrecht, Phil Beard, and Eric Edison. And my fellow announcers, Eric Olson, Todd Pickett, Kip Carlson, Jeff Drum. Thanks to everybody for being with us tonight. Before we get to the team championships, we'll have the athlete of the meet. No surprise that in 2A-1A, Quinn Johnston wins the athlete of the meet. And you see those team trophies being brought out now. And we'll present those in just a moment. And there's our team representatives in 2A-1A getting ready to take home some trophies. It'll be Culver, Lowell, Gold Beach, Crane, Vernonia, your top 5. And, of course, all the team trophies will be presented by representatives of Les Schwab Tires, U.S. Bank, and members of the State Wrestling Hall of Fame. Tom Welter, Executive Director of the Oregon School Activities Association, is standing by our mat. And we'll start the team trophy presentation.
We will start on mat 5 with the 6A fourth place awards.
And we'll bring the 2A-1A to you as soon as it happens. Of course, we talked about the 4-time champions tonight. We had 4 of them. Zach Brunson of Churchill, Brandon Griffin of Sprague, Joey Delgado of Hermiston, and Quinn Johnston of Gold Beach, all completed 4-year sweeps. I think this might be the most 4-year sweeps in a year. Now, here come the top 4 team presentations for 2A and 1A. Crane High School, with 65 points, finishes 4th. And the Mustangs have got a long ride home tonight, but a big group that qualified. It's been a great run for Crane. Boys and girls sports. We've seen these kids showing up at football, track and field, wrestling. And there's your 4th place trophy for Crane. We'll have our trophies presented. They're doing them by weight class or by classification. So the 4th place trophy is being presented. We'll have the 3rd place trophy coming up for Gold Beach.
A nice hand for Crook County with 141 points. Crook County. And on the 5A mat, with 132 points, 5 points, and the award being presented by Alan Farmer. Welcome, please, Churchill High School with 132.5 points. Back to the 6A mat. Back to the 6A mat. In 3rd place with 101.5 points, Crater High School. And the award again by Wendy Gregory. Crater High School, take the center of the mat.
Time for the 3rd place trophy presentation for 2A and 1A. And this will be a team that had a great night. 3 individual champions, the Gold Beach Panthers. 3 individual championships tonight, and of course Quinn Johnston, your 4-time champion. And another long road home. We talked about how far Crane has to go. Of course, this being this classification, you got a lot of small schools. So Crane heads back to Southeast Oregon, probably South Central to be exact. And of course, Gold Beach back to the South Coast.
Second place, just 1/2 point above third, but second place, David Douglas High School. In second place, in the 2A1A division, welcome please, Lowell High School.
Second place trophy, and this is a team that's got a few trophies in the case. The Lowell Red Devils, 118.5 points. They took a run at Culver tonight, but Culver had everything fall the right way, and that big victory at 152 is what secured it. The Lowell Red Devils finished second in the state in 2A and 1A. Big Blue Trophy coming up.
In second place, Henley High School, 185.5 points. Henley High School. In second place, in the 5A division, welcome please, Pendleton High School. The Buckaroos with 150 points. Pendleton High School. And now for your champions. On their respective mats. Again, please, a nice round of applause for the Roseburg Indians. 237 points. Roseburg dominates the 6A class.
And now it's time to present our state championship trophy in 2A and 1A. And once again, you're going to Central Oregon, the Culver Bulldogs with 132 points. And that important clinching victory at 152 pounds as Jesus Rotano took down Jackson Ward of Lowell. That did it. And Culver is once again your state 2A, 1A wrestling champion. That'll do it from Veterans Memorial Coliseum. For all of our great Play on Sports crew, I'm Bob Akamian. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching the 2012 OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A, 1A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.TV. Congratulations to all of our individual state champions and the Culver Bulldogs, the team champions for 2012. Good night from Portland.